quizzes, facts untold, unlocking mysteries, watch them unfold. Puzzles, quizzes. Welcome in, epic fun where it begins. Jokes and twists and turn your mind. Riddle games, one of a kind. Puzzle time, feast your brain. Mazes, quizzes, whole new game. Laughs and giggles in every show. Facts and fun, now here we go. Welcome here, laugh and cheer. Brain teasers, fun's near. Trivia, triumph, playful ways. Join our epic, awesome days. Facts so wild, make you grin. Think so deep, a journey to begin. Crazy trivia, history tales. Puzzle pandemonium never fails. Welcome here, laugh and cheer. Brain teasers, fun's near. Numbers spinning round and round in this game we're feeling found. Puzzles bright, colors loud. Mind is sharp, we're racing time. Epic moments in this climb. Entertainment prime. Brain benders, Banter, we're here to play. Counting patterns night and day. Solve the riddles, make them sway. Cracking codes and chasing clues. Winning this we will not lose. Brainy's what we choose. Fun and laughter fills the air. We're decoding everywhere. Join us if you dare. Brain benders, Banter, we're here to play. Counting patterns night and day. Solve the riddles, make them sway. Cracking codes and chasing clues. Winning this we will not lose. Brainy's what we choose. Fun and laughter fills the air. We're decoding everywhere. Join us if you dare. Brain benders, that's how we're here to play. Counting patterns night and day. Solve the riddles, make them sway.
Welcome, brain benders, to our spine-tingling Halloween horror movie special night. I'm excited because I am a horror movie buff, and I love horror movies. And Halloween excites me, and I love everything about Halloween. I wish it could be Halloween all year. I love Halloween. So, I'm your host, Christy, Brain Bender, Triple B or BBB. And tonight we're diving headfirst into the spine-chilling world of classic horror films, slasher flicks, and things that make you go bump in the night. From Michael Myers stalking the streets to hand-felled to the sinister dreams of Freddy Krueger, we will be discussing the greatest and goriest moments in horror movie history. Grab your popcorn, turn off your lights, and tonight, no one's safe. Are you guys ready for the panel? We're going to have a blast, and I am so excited to introduce my panel. I love my panel. These people to me are family. And I am going to do a surprise live stream tomorrow. It's going to be about 30 minutes. And I have a special announcement. And I do also want to announce and talk about our Halloween party that we're planning so that everyone can set their alarms, like to make sure they don't miss it. Ring the bell. But yes, I'm going to start bringing up the panel. I'm going to bring up my first co-host here and my sister from another mother.
Bo! That's me.
Bro.
Hi, everyone. I found some lights because my lights just burnt out.
Look at your lights. You look all fancy.
Oh, yeah. The fancy light on my face sort of behind me because angles, man.
Like Limey would say, proper lighting.
Yeah, I need some. But the lamp went out. Like, I put, and it went, nothing. And I'm like, it's brilliant. Good timing.
Brilliant.
Right?
Everything in life is brilliant. It's life.
Yeah,
Big
right.
deal.
There we go.
And I'm sorry
Right.
we're late tonight. It is all my fault. Everybody on panel was here on time. Everybody always knows it's my fault because I have a mom that I have to take care of, and sometimes she's needy. So I don't get in the shower until 5:30.
There you are.
Like, bah! Yeah. All right. Yay. And then I'm going to bring up someone who's very special to us. Tim.
Hey!
Hi, Tim.
Hello from Minnesota, where it's 68 degrees.
Oh, I'm envious.
Wonderful temperature. No rain right now, so we're not getting flooded. And we're doing really well here. So welcome to everybody in the chat. Welcome to everybody online. Thanks for coming to Triple D's Fun House, where we're going to discuss the macabre tonight. So we're going to rock the house.
It's the fun house. That's for sure. We have fun.
We're going to rock the house.
We are. Hiya, Tracy. I saw you, Tracy. All right.
All right. 70 degrees out here.
We're going to bring up another co-host to the BBB channel. Welcome, Chance. Chance.
Hey, everybody. Happy Halloween.
Chance.
Happy Halloween season. I'm Chance.
I'm excited.
Me too. I'm Chance of the Nostalgic Podblast, and I've noticed there's a lot, and have been for some time, Boo Berry, Chocolate, Count Chocula, and Frankenberry on the shelves. I love it.
Yes.
I love that cereal.
It's nostalgic cereal from when we were kids.
Absolutely.
I wasn't allowed to have it.
Count Dracula.
Okay. Count Choc?
Count Chocula.
Count Chocula.
That's right. Count Chocula. 1. Two. From
Good fun. Haha.
Sesame Street. 3.
Right?
I love vampires. All right, here comes Danny Staten.
Greetings from South Carolina. How's everybody tonight? Hey,
Hi,
I hear she's saving the best.
Danny.
I hear she's saving the best for last. Hey, Harper, TD will be here later.
Yeah, I texted her the link. She was asking for the link.
I always send her the link. Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
I sent her the link too.
It probably got buried. She probably gets
We're talking one of my favorite subjects tonight. I actually have a channel called Shock Theater Official, which is all about horror movies. So this
Can
is
you drop the link? Dan, drop the link in chat.
Harper, let Harper do it.
Yeah,
Harper,
Harper,
will you please drop the channel link, please? Or anyone in chat, will you please drop
and
the channel
somebody
link?
mine too, please, because my phone
It's a little bit easier for me when I'm not on the panel to drop links.
Drop. I don't know what my dog's doing, but if you guys hear some weird noises right now, my dog's doing some weird things.
I'm gifted with a limited attention span, so when I'm on a live stream, I'm live streaming. I'm not worried about dropping links. I don't even read the chat half the time.
Oh, we love you, Dan. How was your week, Dan?
Oh, my week was freaking horrible. How was yours?
Oh, very busy. I'm
not going to depress the chat with my bad week, but it involved.
You didn't get hit by a car?
I had medical issues this week, and it just bummed me out all week.
I'm sorry. None of them had to do with hit by a car, though.
Later, that we're going to have fun.
Dan, did you not get hit by a car, though, right?
No.
Okay.
It's probably been better off
disappointed. No.
I know. I'm just like, well, at least that didn't happen. The last time he said he had a bad week, he got hit by a car. So,
well, actually, when I got hit by the car, it wasn't as bad as this week. So there you go.
Oh, it's that bad.
But it was medical issues.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Physical condition.
I'll text you.
I'm old. Because when you get old, stuff happens.
I'll text you later, Dan, to check on you.
We'll be talking after the stream.
Yeah, we'll talk after stream. Yeah, now I'm going to bring up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hit the button.
That's okay. TD.
Hi, TD.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, TD.
Hi.
Welcome.
She's
Welcome
not on
to
camera,
you.
so she must be doing makeup.
Not really. I'm just not ready completely yet, but I'll be in a little bit.
See, that's what I
Oh.
should do. I should just go live on time and just be
And pull a
like,
chance to go shower.
and just do a TV and just not show my face while I'm getting ready.
There you go.
Or you could do what I've been suggesting all along and just push the start time forward because we know we're going to be late every week.
Okay, well, I thought about moving it to 6:30, but everybody said like
Yes.
on the East Coast that's too late. And
No,
I'm
it's
like,
not.
So you start at that time anyways. Brilliant.
exactly. So I think we should just do it 6:30. Chat, yes or no?
I agree.
Yes or no?
Okay, that's
That'd be-
fine with
that'd
me.
be
Everybody in chat,
9:30 on
yes
the
or
East
no?
Coast.
Oh, in chat.
Everybody in chat, yes or no? Is it okay to
Yes.
start at 6:30 because we're always
Yes.
late anyways? Yes. All right, and I'm gonna bring up.
But are you going to be
Limey.
late after 8:30?
But you got to realize on the East Coast, 6:30 is 9:30, and that is like perfect prime time start time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you got to remember too, Limey here, our British fellow. It's 2 a.m. there, 2:30 in the morning.
But you know,
Right.
Limey never
That's
complains
not right.
ever.
No,
I-
he's the sweetest.
Yes.
Well,
Except for when he murders people.
but the thing is, like, some things are worth. I didn't hear that. What? What was that?
TD, speak up.
I said, except for when Limey murders people, but other than that,
Yeah.
it's good.
Exactly.
Like the Ripper.
Exactly. I don't complain. I just kill you.
There you go.
And he
That's
says it's so
interesting.
sweet that you can't even mind. You don't
No,
even
exactly. I kill you
Yeah,
with
yeah.
politeness. It's all
Oh,
fine.
see, it is horror movie night. We're on it. We're ready.
Exactly. This
And
is
then
what
he
I'm
squirts
saying.
peas
You
and
just
ketchup all over
never
you.
know.
Yeah,
Look
that
at
is
his
horrific.
icon. That icon is
I mean, look,
so
make
cute.
me big.
Right. Make me
I'll
big.
make you big. I'll make you
Oh
big.
my gosh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is-
We've heard that
Look
before.
at this artwork. Chrissy can do the buttons. There we go. Look at
That's
that.
what she said.
This is
That's how
Darn
people
it.
do.
Beat me to it.
Chrissy designed this for me specifically for Halloween season. How
Oh,
good is
Because
that?
they both hate
That's
me.
adorable.
No, because I knew you'd love it, Sarah. Because I know how much you love the peas and ketchup.
Limey,
Yeah,
you
peas
should
and
probably
blood.
show a couple
Peas and
other
blood.
ones.
Amazing.
It's not enough ketchup.
Hey, Jerry Dobson in
Hi,
Michigan
Jerry. How's Jerry
State.
feeling? Is Jerry feeling
Hey,
better?
Jerry.
Yeah, he was in the hospital. He said yesterday. I don't know what that's all
Aw.
about.
Limey,
He's out of the
Hey.
hospital.
you should probably give a sneak peek of a couple of them.
I am working on it now. I've just realised that I'm not signed into StreamYard, but I can still do it. Just bear with me a moment. I've just realised my error.
Oh.
right.
Skeleton in chat said Limey's voice is a dreary rainfall on air.
It is.
It's
He's got a
ASMR.
very, very lovely voice. Hi, Yu.
Hi, Face.
Greetings.
Esmeralda.
Hi,
Hey, Tracy. Hey,
Here
Tracy.
we
You be on
have-
Phoenix tomorrow?
Here we have
Sarah.
the Grim Reaper.
Right.
Sarah,
Yeah,
look.
you know,
That's better. That's
I,
better.
you know, I never thought I'd like not like a picture of a skull in it, but this is the wow. Piece of
That's
ketchup
really
again.
cool. Look.
It's adorable. I like it.
Chrissy's so talented.
I think I'm gonna need a straight
Like-
jacket.
in so many different ways. So, okay, let's see. I'm going to choose.
This is hurting
this
my
one-
soul.
This one is also the brilliant. I was laughing so
That
much
looks like a
when
war
I
strap
got to
test.
see these. Look,
Oh, it's
look at it.
amazing.
Look.
Oh, that's
For
cute.
anybody scared of vegetables,
Yeah, peas and ketchup.
Skeletons.
there's green things in my nightmares. What is it? Is it the Incredible Hulk gone evil? No, it's peas.
It's a spirit
That looks
trying
like
to give
boogers.
you peas and ketchup.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to
Kinda
force
looks like
me to be
Mocha.
peas and ketchup.
I know I'm low.
Hope.
But the skeleton
Now,
one's
thi-
still
this is
best,
the
and I
last
would
one I'm
say-
going to show you for this evening
Okay, well,
because it's a little bit different.
oh,
Look at that.
Ooh,
Okay,
that's
Haunted
well,
house in the
cute.
background.
I
It
like
almost
that.
looks
I
like
like
the
it.
Pastafarian god.
See,
Yeah.
that's
Almost.
what I see when I see the piece of ketchup. Now you all see it.
Like
Yeah.
It's
Transylvanian.
bad.
The
I mean-
Pastafarian god is everywhere.
I mean,
He loves
it's
us all
really
with
bad.
his noodly tentacles, or in this case, wormy tentacles.
I'm really worried about you, my flock.
What? You
I
see,
saw a
right?
movie with that
You
thing.
just became worried about her?
You are late to the party.
You were.
Oh my god.
Brilliant. Right, there we go. That's it.
There you go.
Make me small
And-
again, please. Thank you.
Make you small again.
Yes, please. Thank you.
That's hard.
That's what she said.
No, don't even. She never said
Enough,
that.
nah.
She never said make me small again.
Laugh, 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 laugh.
Make me tall again. What?
Can somebody please
Nah.
make me tall?
Are we okay?
Time to get the rack out.
Right. Okay, so I want to go through panel and I want to talk about horror movies. This is my favorite. So, all right. I want to know, first of all, we're going to just run through panel real fast. And I want to ask each one of you, what is your favorite horror movie and why? And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about horror movies as a whole and then just cover different horror movies. But one specific horror movie that stands out to you that is your favorite and why? We're coming.
Wait, does it have to be our favorite or just that stands out to us?
Well, the
What if we're
one
really
like
scared of
I
it?
have one particular horror movie that stuck with me for 2 weeks and I
Mhm.
couldn't shake it out of my head. Like it bothered me for 2 weeks.
So it's
Like,
not your favorite, but it stuck out.
it made an impact.
Okay. Just makes
So
sense.
either or, like if you have a favorite horror movie that is just like your biggest thing and that's what you want to talk about, or
Mhm.
pick what Chance is doing over here. What are you doing, Chance? You gonna jump up? I love your shirt, by the way, Chance.
Up,
It's
up, and
super
away.
cute.
He's just taken.
Up,
I'm
up,
just
and
going to say he's
away.
just taken off,
Up, up,
hasn't
and
he?
away.
Super pumpkin.
Chance, I love your shirt.
Yeah, flash it. Just
Mhm.
look at that.
We're gonna be doing Halloween themed everything
Give
from now
blood.
until Halloween. So
Yay.
Okay,
And don't
so-
forget, Halloween's my birthday.
I know, I'm so excited.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
You're
on
awesome.
October 31st is her birthday.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
We need to do something special for TD during the Halloween party too, like
Ooh.
a happy birthday cake or something.
Oh yeah, we could all get like that, and we could blow out the candle on our ends, and then we could all smash it in our mouths of a camera.
It reminds me of like COVID.
Hi,
birthday.
Jake. Hi, Jake Hudson. Hi, Betty.
Hey, Free.
Scorpio, for sure. Yeah,
Right.
as you-
Okay. So who's going first? Triple B.
I was gonna let Chance go first, and then Tim,
Okay.
Okay.
and then you, and then TD, and then Dan, and then me and Limey.
Okay. I'm just trying to put them in order now.
Limey and me. Sorry.
Right there. Is that
My
the
bad.
order? There.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Chance, Tim, you, TD, Danny, Limey, and me. Yep.
You
That's
think,
it.
you think we'll actually get to our second favorite movie tonight?
Oh, we're
Well,
gonna be
not
talking.
next
No,
week.
we're just gonna do this real quick. This is just a real quick what movie it is, and then afterwards we're gonna get more depth about horror
Danny,
movies.
have you met us? Do you think we're gonna?
Oh, I love you guys so much.
Okay,
right,
I'm,
go
gonna
Chance.
I'm gonna mute myself and let Chance talk.
All right, go Chance. Let's not waste no more
I
time.
can't really pick one movie, but I
Uh-oh.
remember in high school I loved the Omen movies, like the original Omen trilogy. They freaked me out. The first one directed by Richard Donner, where you saw a beheading with a sheet of glass. You saw the demonic kid. You saw dogs that were demonic. I mean, it was a scary movie because it really touched on our fears. So me and my girlfriend and I rather would love to watch those first 3 Omen movies. And thankfully, good prevailed over evil in that trilogy. Spoiler alert, Satan is killed, stabbed with a dagger. And Sam Neill, who later was the star of Jurassic Park in 1993, after the final conflict, the third Omen movie of 1981 catapulted him into the stratosphere of movie stardom. He played Damien as an adult and the president of the United States of America in that film. And it was very chilling. It's called Omen 3, the final chapter. Also, quick mentions, because you asked for one movie, Grizzly, shot right here in Georgia in 1975, was a ripoff of Jaws. But I love this movie. It's better than Cocaine Bear. It's a great horror movie. And look, I sound like a psycho when I say this. I just mean because it's refreshing. In this movie, you saw a kid get killed. You never see children
I've never
being
seen
killed.
that movie.
It's great. Grizzly. It was shot in Clayton,
Okay, I'm writing it
Georgia,
down.
in the North Georgia mountains. It's a great
Grizzly.
drive-in
Here,
movie.
I see.
Does that have
It's a
Christopher
thriller.
George?
It aired on TV endlessly on CBS late night, specifically in
Hey,
censored
Chance,
form.
real quick,
What?
Chance. Is that the
Yes,
is
sir.
that the movie with Christopher George?
Yes.
And
He
it
died
is
of a heart
better.
attack in 1983. He was a Marine. Yeah.
I think that movie's better than Jaws. Honestly, I do.
I think it's really thrilling. And there's a lot of cool imagery in it, like waterfalls.
Why have
There's
I
some
not
pretty,
seen this?
I don't know, but it's
That's
a really good
crazy.
movie. And there's a lot of actors you'll recognize in this as well, not just Christopher George, who was in, what was it, Combat? Danny Staten on TV?
Rat
He's
Patrol.
Rat Patrol, that's it. And he was married
Okay.
to Linda Day. Beautiful blonde actress. Look up Linda Day or Linda Day George. And they were on Tattletales, a game show, talk show, a lot together. Anyway, he died sadly of a heart attack in 1983, Christopher George. But also in this movie, oh man, there's so many good actors. An actor I really like who played Dr. Richard Kimball's little brother. And he was in The Miracle Worker with Patty Duke, played her older brother. Miracle Worker was a movie about Helen Keller. Andrew Prine, couldn't think of his name. Andrew Prine. Oh, look, here's the cast right here on the back of my DVD. And this is like not even, it is an official DVD, but it's kind of it was an independent release, but it is official. It's not a bootleg or anything, but hard to find on DVD. Probably not anymore thanks to Amazon and eBay. I'm sort of stuck in like 2001 or something.
You're nostalgic, Chance. It's okay.
It's
But
in the name.
It was hard to
Yeah.
find. This was a hard movie to find in R-rated format. Another good one, Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon, The Invisible
yes,
Man,
sir.
Psycho. Good movie from the year 2000 with Elizabeth Shue. Great cast, underrated. So those are my two picks. Got a lot more to say, but let's turn it over to somebody else because we'll be here all night. if I don't.
We're literally going to get deep into horror movies, and I don't care if this goes 4 weeks. We're going to do like we did classic rock because the horror movie genre is awesome. I love it. So
Friday the 13th has got to be one of my favorites too, but we'll
Yeah.
talk about it later.
okay. Go, Tim, go.
Okay, well, I have to say mine is more along the alien perspective.
And I could see why.
Yeah, okay. I like the movie Predator. Predator
Ooh.
stuck with me. because
Predator was a good movie.
Predator was a very good action film.
You gotta say I've never
I
seen it.
actually got the movie signed by what's his name?
The Predator?
He used to be our governor.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold.
No,
No, not Arnold.
That was our Sarah. That was our governor.
our
No,
governor. Jesse Ventura. Excuse me. Was
Jesse
yours.
Ventura, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I actually met Jesse Ventura in person in our little town of Chatfield, Minnesota, when he was running for governor. And I took my video of Predator 1 because he was in that one. He gets killed like 17 minutes in. But he said to me, he said, next time bring me a film where I don't get killed right away. And he signed it right away. I stood next to him and I'm taller than he is. So he may look tall, but I am taller than he is. Now,
Yeah,
the
like
one
100
thing
feet tall.
about Predator was he said, bring me a movie I don't get killed in. I said, well, I was going to bring Abraxas, but it's not really as good as Predator. Okay, so for my second movie, I would say, trying to think of the name of it. Oh, Trancers.
Huh?
Trancers.
Prancers? Trancers?
Trancers.
I like that movie.
Trancers. Where these people go onto this weird planet, and there are these
Tim Thomerson.
there are these machines underneath the ground that have blades that come out and attack people. It's you can't get off the planet. It's just horrible.
That's not
Trancers was a great movie. One one other one I liked, and I can't remember the name of it, but I can describe it to you, Chance. Maybe you can remember. It was the one where this real creepy looking dude comes from a different dimension, and he collects human brains and puts them into silver balls that fly through the air with a blade on it.
Phantasm.
Phantasm. Yeah,
Phantasm.
Phantasm was one of my favorite films of all time. Yes.
Yes, that is
Scanners
what is on
was
my
good,
list
too.
as well. That is on my
was up
list
there
as well.
Is my mic on? It's like Phantasm was up there to me with Scanners, where the guy's brains exploded.
Right.
Anders was great.
Around that time.
One other one that I got into was the Hellraiser series.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oh, Hellraiser. Yeah.
Hellraiser, Pinhead.
And
Yeah.
the best episode was
Right.
how Pinhead became Pinhead.
Yes, I agree, Tim.
Yeah, so those are
I've
my
never-
favorites.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, how did he? How did he become Finn?
Well, he was in World War II,
Oh.
and he actually made a deal with the devil.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Interesting.
All right. Oh, that's the spot now. Okay. All right. And then there.
Sarah,
All right.
there we go.
All right. I got me. I'll make me big. There you go.
Make me big. Go,
No,
Sarah,
I'm gonna
go.
be big. Yeah. All right. So, I don't watch a lot of horror movies. Okay, I just don't. But when I do, it's for a good reason because I like them. All right. These ones, like I saw Cabin in the Woods, like super funny, super great.
Yeah.
Weed. I don't care what you say, Dan. It's all about weed, okay? But
Alcohol.
Well, weed gets you killed.
no, at the end of the thing, it's the weed guy figures it all out because
Weed and sex get you killed in a good horror movie.
right. So this is the opposite of that. That's what's a good in a horror movie.
High
All right.
heels
That's true,
and women
too.
running. High heels and women running from stupidity gets you killed in a horror movie.
You know,
let's go down in the basement. That gets you killed.
Okay,
my
go ahead,
mom
Sarah.
did a horror movie scene one time. I got us out of a place that was really sketchy and the bad things were about to go down, right? I got us to the car all safely, right? And all like, really like, let's just get going. And then I'm like, Mom, go drive, get now, let's go now, move. And she's like, I'm not going to go anywhere until you tell me what's happening. I'm like, okay, now we're going to die. Anyways, they should never do that again. But the point being is like, yeah, don't fumble with your keys, already have them ready to go. Don't go out of your way to anyways, that's what horror movies are stupid, okay? But I do like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's just super funny. All right,
Which one?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes, that was good. We watched it recently.
Yeah, that's fine, man. So good. Yeah, and then one of my all-time favorite horror movies is Halloween movies, anyways, is Death Becomes Her. Freaking brilliant. Love that movie. And yeah, that's my horror take on the thing.
That's fair.
What was the question?
Your favorite horror film and why?
All right, yeah, then I covered some of them. Although there's one that stuck out with me since I was a kid, and I couldn't remember the name of it. And then I met this guy named Chance, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Worm." So check out Worm. It stuck with me ever since I was a kid. There's a scene where like they turn on the bathtub, and she's like, "Nikki, you gotta take a shower or a bath." And all of a sudden, like the water starts coming in, all just like worms everywhere, and the worms like eat you and stuff. It's crazy. Anyway, check out that movie. It's great. And there you go. All right, who's next? All right, we'll do that.
BBB is next.
No,
Limey's next.
Triple B or TD is supposed to be next, but she's not here. TD?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Oh, she's
Hey.
right there, but she's not on camera.
Dude, no one else gets a hard time if they're not on camera. No one. Not one person.
I do. That's why I'm on camera now. I
No,
wasn't
But you
on camera
look
for years.
good. And we don't care what anyone else looks like. We care about what you look like, TD. Come
Oh,
on.
you know what? I'm going to smack your little face.
Whoa.
That's what I'm waiting on.
I'm a Scorpio. I can't help it. So I have a couple. I have a couple that really have affected me. I get nightmares really easily. So I am not a horror movie watcher for the most part. Although my son loves the horror genre. He's obsessed with Scream. We have custom Scream masks. I've made him custom Scream mask.
Cool.
And I watched it with him not long ago. So that was that shows how much I love him. So the
Good
new
mom.
It, not like the
Was
old.
it the new It or the
Yes.
original?
It was the newest one. So it
Oh, the
wasn't-
original is much better. You gotta
I'm
watch
still scared
that.
of sewer, so there we go. But but the new one was creepy, and the graphics were like, ooh, out of this world. But okay, so the first one that gave me a lot of nightmares, and I didn't even know if it was categorized as horror, but I looked it up, and it is 28 Days Later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that gave me nightmares for a long time. It's like the
Zombie show, right? With Brad Pitt? No?
No, it's the apocalyptic kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
everybody's killed
World
by
War
some
Z.
type of virus.
I was
they're
thinking
like
of-
animal activist people. Yeah. But so that one gave me nightmares, but because it was like apocalyptic, I'm not really sure. But then the second, I guess there's two that go hand in hand because I talked about it before on here, but the director, Avi Arden, I think his name is Ari something, but he
No,
did
you had it right the first time. Yeah.
Yeah. He did Hereditary and Midsommar, and those will stick with you forever. I'm warning everybody. Don't let your kids watch it either, but not that I did, but they're very, very dark. It's very it almost looks like he turns his nightmares into a movie. But then I did some research on him, and I know that Sierra, BBB's daughter, likes these too. But
she made me watch Midsommar.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
I mean,
it bothered me.
But it's well done. I mean,
it's very well done.
Yes, but it's
not
very
like
disturbing.
gory too bad, but it's mentally.
Yeah.
Mentally, it messes with your mind. It does.
Taboo. It's a lot of taboo type of But and also too, it's that calm. It has a good storyline, and then instantly disturbing.
Things go bad.
Yes, but it's like a gradual. You're not really prepared, so it kind of is a mind twist.
But Sierra is a huge fan. Huge.
Well, and I looked up. I didn't know if he did more, but apparently he. Yeah, exactly. Apparently he did Hereditary in 2019, and then he did Midsommar in 2020, and these were his two first movies. So he did like a short film, which is a really good way to get your face and your name known, because there's not a lot of like categories of short film like awards. So he won some kind of award for a very disturbing little short film called The Trouble with the Johnsons, or something like that. And it's, extreme. Like a lot of really, really just disturbing, dark stuff that goes on in families. But so then after that, he hasn't done that much recently, but he has, I believe, a new movie coming out. So, and he's only like 38 or 36 right now. So he was young when these just came out.
TD, so The Trouble with the Johnsons had nothing to do with John Wayne Bobbitt, right?
No, no, but it has something to do with peens, if that's what you're getting at. Definitely.
Well, Johnson is an old person's colloquialism for
right. Oh my God, the Bobbitt jokes ran rampant when I was little. But anyway, something even more disturbing than that, and this is the final one I'll say, is that I just watched the Menendez Brothers series, which is completely well done.
They don't need to have 9 episodes, though, right? I mean, come on, they could have done that in like 3 or 4.
No, because there's a lot behind. There's a lot more to it, but also there's going to be a season 2, I believe.
Do you guys know that there's a card of a basketball player that nobody cared about, and the Menendez brothers were behind him in the card picture, and that card's worth like millions?
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm very serious. I don't know who the basketball player is because nobody does. But the Menendez brothers are behind him.
Of course they were. Probably courtside.
Right?
They were
Courtside.
Yes.
TD, yeah.
Well,
they were in the Cable Guy. They had a great parody of them in the Cable Guy, one of my favorite dark comedies.
When he's like, they were speaking Asian or something, and they were Asian.
Hey, well, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, like, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't be ignorant and comment on something I've not seen. But I can't believe they could do 2 seasons out of that. You know?
Well, think about it. Think about all the backstory of all the abuse of his father coming from Cuba and being a big.
Oh, don't tell me you're an
module.
apologist for those guys that killed their parents. You sound like an apologist, but I haven't seen it.
When you find out what they've been through,
That's no justification for murder.
No. Listen, no, I'm not justifying it at all. However, the stuff that they went through ruined them for life. The stuff they never should have. Those kids never should go through any of that stuff.
The media never talked about anything with the parents being off.
Well, because they were embarrassed. They didn't.
It was
really,
the 90s, yo.
Yeah,
I don't trust
the
media. No, I'm just saying the media hides the truth. I mean, you're telling me
didn't know until the trial, but also too, then they thought that this is their tactic, but it wasn't. The attorneys already knew about this, but also like OJ then kind of like overshadowed everything because. Right. But anyways, and they do not prepare you. There's no trigger warning, but in one scene they show the dad's head being blown off, and the cinematography is so profound and well done that it is very, very disturbing. So just so you guys, there's no warning either. You know what happens, but I never thought you'd see like flying like brain matter stuff and all this stuff like in the actual filming of it. But yeah, it's excellent. It's so well done. And the two main stars they both were like, I don't want to say nobodies, but the one guy was in a soap opera. The other guy did, I think, like 2 B-side films. And like now, I mean, they did such a great job. I was really impressed. And of course, Chloe Sevigny does everything well. Everything.
Where can we watch it on Netflix, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Or Max. It's Netflix.
It's Netflix. Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
That's it.
You keep us all up to date, with the horror.
I love true crime, so.
Right.
That's right.
And you are a shrink, so.
True. I mean, I don't prescribe.
No,
seriously.
I would never second guess her. Talking about psychological drama and stuff. Wow.
Seriously.
And rub your head. Does it feel good? What? Rub your head. Does it feel good?
Brain sucker.
What? Rubbing your head. Does it feel good?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby.
He's like, what? I don't even. What?
It's like,
I was like, what?
Okay.
Dan's next. All right. Dan, are you back?
Dan, why are you showing your face, Dan? Dan? Come on, Dan. Where's your face, Dan?
Yeah, let's see it.
Take it off.
I thought Limey was.
No. Limey's after you.
Blimey, Limey.
Limey.
Don't be whiny, Limey.
Horror movies is really my favorite thing in the whole world. My specialty is horror movies. It's really hard to pick something that's just like one, because I've got like 1,000 come to mind when the question was asked. But I'd have to say, flashing back to my childhood, my favorite horror movie was a TV movie. Can you believe that? It was one called The Night Stalker. It came out January 11th, 1972 on ABC. It had Darren McGavin as a reporter who hunts down a vampire.
I remember watching Night Stalker with my grandfather.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I was only like 7 years old when this came out, and it's really like the first horror movie I ever really saw. So it stuck in my mind, but it always was my favorite because later on it became a TV series with like 20 of the greatest episodes of television that ever existed. I'm sure Chance can tell you all about that. One of the real reasons I loved it, I was a big MASH fan. I'd always liked MASH. And one of the guys from MASH is actually in that movie, Larry Linville. So I would have to pick The Night Stalker as my all-time, still to this day, my favorite horror movie. A close second would be one called Prophecy, the Monster Movie. And that's about a giant mutant bear in Maine that's killing a bunch of people. It's got a really good Native American viewpoint on stuff in it. And it's a great movie. I recommend everybody checks out Prophecy, the Monster Movie. I would call that a really good number 2.
Nice.
And to finish off, let me bring up this movie. Of all my life of watching horror movies, and I'm like 58 years old, going to be 59 in November. And of all the movies I've ever saw, there's only been one movie that freaked me out. One movie. that grossed me out. One movie that made me sick on my stomach gross.
What?
And that movie was called The Human Centipede.
Gross.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if anybody ever saw that movie, you should have a
Yeah.
bonfire sitting beside you. So
Well,
I
there you
blame
go.
my mother-in-law for sending me that one.
Yeah, that was a bad movie.
That was
It
beyond
grossed. It
bad.
grossed.
That was
Yeah,
disgusting.
it grossed me out too.
I saw that
Danny.
they were making that, and I was like, I'm out.
No, that was, and there's actually a part 2 to it that's almost as bad, if not worse.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
I saw it on South Park and was like, "Is that a real thing?" So I went and looked it up, and then I watched the damn movie. Even after I saw the South Park like
Wow.
thing of it, and I was like, "I'm an idiot."
I
Right?
made the mistake of watching it too. I'll never watch it again.
Look, I just heard the concept of it. I'm done.
No,
I'm
it's
out.
one of those movies you just put up afterwards, and you're just like, "That was just too much."
Yeah, it was. It's the only movie in my whole
It was
life
too
I ever
much.
said, well, that was too much.
Yeah, it's too much. Way too much.
We should
Beyond
too
too
much
watch
going on
Elvira
there.
because that's better for all of us to watch Elvira. Just do that, guys.
Yeah, it was way too much going on in that movie.
And I love gross splatter horror movies. You know, I'm a
Like
big
Cannibal Holocaust?
fan. Michael Myers, the Halloween series, one of my favorites. But that movie
Slasher.
just a little on the bad side, man. It's just
Slasher movies.
World War Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also seen Cannibal Holocaust? Don't watch
I
that.
think World War Z is like the worst, and I mean in a bad way, worst zombie movie ever made.
Well, that's true, but I watched it once and that's it. But
I
I have to honestly say Blade was good.
like original zombie movies like Night of the Living Dead or Dawn of the Dead.
Oh,
Oh,
man. I
I like
love
Dawn
Return
of
of the
the
Living
Dead.
Dead was kick
Barbara.
butt.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
I like what they do in what is it, like what they do in the darkness, the series. It's really funny about the vampires. It's like the parody thing. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
It's really
Okay.
funny.
And
It's
I think
based off of like Shaun of the Dead.
the best vampire movies is really the older vampire movies. You know, like a Bela Lugosi Dracula.
Yeah.
Or the Frank Langella Dracula movie always stuck out as one of my favorites.
I like the remake of Bram Stoker's Dracula. That was pretty good.
You want Tom Cruise?
No,
Well, which one you talking about?
talking about the one with the guy from Harry Potter. I can't think of his name.
Chance.
He played Sirius Black. That actor, he played Dracula.
Okay, I mean, there's Dracula 1979. I mean, you
No,
know, there's a
he was
lot
saying-
of Dracula. I'm just wondering.
Yeah,
Y'all
no,
laughing. It wasn't a stupid
No, it
question.
came out,
No,
it
it
came
wasn't.
out
It
around
wasn't.
2004.
It was not a stupid question.
It's just cute the way you say things, Chance. It's
Yeah.
cute.
It was just
Well,
cute how
it
you
was-
said it. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I told you.
Don't be sorry.
You're sorry for being adorable? Stop.
I think he's talking
Well,
about the
which
one
one?
with Keanu Reeves.
What did he say, though? Which one? UFO Man?
Great.
It was the one that came out around 2004.
Interview with a Vampire? No.
I can find it. Hold on.
Yeah. That's Interview with a Vampire with Brad Pitt.
With
Not
Dakota
Interview
Fanning?
with the Vampire.
1994. Tom Cruise,
Or
Brad
Kristen-
Pitt.
Not that. Bram Stoker's
Bram
Dracula.
Stoker's
Bram
Dracula.
Stoker. Yeah, Bram Stoker.
1992.
Was
Yeah.
that Coppola?
That was the year I graduated high school.
That was the one that actually come out with Keanu Reeves in it, I think.
Right.
Yeah, it did. It had Keanu Reeves, Richard E. Grant, Carrie Elways, Anthony Hopkins, Winona Ryder, and
Well,
Gary
hello,
Oldman.
individual.
And the only reason that movie was anywhere near good is because Winona Ryder was in it, by the way.
Oh, dude,
I actually like the movie because Gary Oldman played a good Dracula.
Kirsten Dunst was in the other one with Tom Cruise, I think.
That's when she
That
first got
was in,
started.
that
Take
was
on all
in
of
Interview
them.
with the Vampire, yeah.
There's a new one out with Nicolas Cage, but I haven't seen it yet. And I heard
Ah,
it
I
was awesome.
I love Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. There's a new Dracula movie, but it's called Renfield or something. And
Hey,
it's got
Nicolas
Nicolas
Cage.
Cage playing Dracula.
If you want to see If you want to see a scary film with Nicolas Cage, it's called Pay the Ghost. Pay the Ghost.
That's the one with the dragonfly thing. Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Oh, when I see Nicolas Cage, all I can think about is not the bees, not the bees. The only thing that comes to my mind for some reason.
All I can see is when he's in like Fast and Furious, and he like does the thing where he like chills out before he steals Eleanor.
What?
I don't think
are you talking about Face
Gone
Off?
in 60 seconds.
No, not 60 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not Fast and Furious
he
at
like,
all.
No. So he like chills out and he's like,
yeah.
I just like Raising Arizona when he's like, keep your darn paws off my wife.
One of the original. Keep your darn paws off my wife.
I want to see a movie where it's like Nicolas Cage and Christopher Walken just talk the whole movie. Like that's it. Like them talk weird the whole movie. That'd be
oh, and then they could just name it Magic Mike 2.
Chance.
They could just name it Magic Mike Uncut.
Not like
it'll be that sexy. It'll be that sexy. It'll be that sexy. No, because you men don't want women to have that. That's it.
Well, okay, well, we want Magic Chrissy Uncut.
It has a good storyline.
Hey, look at here. Guys like that movie Magic Mike. Dude, there's something wrong with you.
That's not true.
I like the movie.
Channing Tatum. I have to shut my camera off. I have to shut my camera off. Channing Tatum is so hot.
I'm not a Channing. I'm not a
Okay, look, I would make him forget who's president, what day it was. Like
that's how I feel about Timothy Chalamet, actually.
Yeah, I thought you wanted to.
So
who's Chrissy's next? The star.
No, Limey's next.
Limey.
Okay. I thought you were talking.
I'm getting it. I ain't getting it. Hold on. I'm getting it. Maybe put some pizza ketchup over the corner there.
And I kind of. Ooh, shut your mic.
What now?
Ooh.
What?
I was gonna say something and I shut my mic.
You better shut that mic.
Shut my mic.
Hush
right?
your mic.
All right, Limey.
Limey. Oh, yes. So my it's not like an unusual one or anything like that because I haven't actually seen a great deal of horror films, but I would have to say my favorite one is Hellraiser. And it was just like, it was again like one of the first ones, if not the first one I ever saw. And I had a very sheltered life, and that film came out when I was about 17 or 16 or something, and I got to see it when I was 17. My mum probably would have called the priest round if she'd have known that I'd watched it. So yeah, like heavy metal's evil and satanic, and yeah, it would be a whole like thing. But I like it's like somebody in chat was saying, I can't think who it was now, like it's okay having like gore and horror and all the rest of it and trying to gross people out or having jump scares, but if you've got like a psychological element to it, I just find that a lot better. Like I don't have a problem with gore and stuff, but I want it to be like genuinely frightening rather than just like a series of people's heads coming off and blood splitting everywhere.
Yeah.
So, and I like the kind of like paranormal supernatural aspect to Hellraiser as well. Like these are beings from another dimension, and that whole like pleasure pain thing is different to ours, and that kind of element as well. So yeah. Yeah, like the makeup and all that. Wasn't so keen on the second one, but yeah, the first one was really good. Yeah.
I think they
made like a whole bunch that were terrible. Like just terrible.
You what, sorry?
The Hellraiser, they made a whole bunch of them afterwards. Like
the Cenobites. The Cenobites.
Cenobites.
So crazy. So the Cenobites, I used to have dreams about the one that's neck was ripped open with like wires. And
yeah.
Like the one that had the bottom jaw that was like
yeah, like a really bad tracheotomy or something.
High chance.
Real quick, be aware it's okay, but when you wink at people brain, it shows up that I'm winking at them as well.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. I'm flirting with him in the chat. It says wink, wink. From the Nostalgic Podblast.
Yeah, no. I winked at him because he was telling his story.
Oh, I thought Chance was winking.
I like it. I'm a little, yeah, I guess insecure.
Chance is winking at Limey.
It's okay. I don't
Yeah, this is it.
Unsolicited
I only
winks.
type in my chat.
Well, I think Chance it's because I connected all the chat.
No, it's fine. I'm not complaining. I'm just being facetious.
No, you're actually being honest and saying, like, I am not winking at Limey. Chrissy is winking at Limey, and it came through my channel.
Unsolicited winks.
Unsolicited winks.
Are we really sure, though?
No, we are not sure at all.
Are we sure of anything?
We're not sure of anything anymore.
No.
Other than, oh, is it my turn?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Here we go. Say.
Okay. So there is this movie that I watched that disturbed me so bad. I carried it with me for 2 weeks. I couldn't sleep. I have no idea why this movie bothered me as bad as it did, because everybody else that watched it was just like, it's no big deal. No, The Hills Have Eyes. Mind effed me.
I don't think I ever saw that.
Okay, so there are these people out.
The original or the remake?
The original.
The original was pretty rough.
It really screwed with my mind. And it's because, like, so there's a nuclear fallout, and these people live where the nuclear fallout was, and they're reproducing, and the children are coming out affected by the nuclear fallout.
So they're messed up?
They're really messed up.
Okay.
They're horrifically.
I'm trying to be really nice.
They're horrific.
What Chance? Why are you laughing?
What you're looking for is cannibal.
Yeah. Yeah. And also very sexually active.
Oh, interesting.
There was a X-Files that was like kind of based on that too. Like,
that was the second.
That was I remember that.
So these people literally like prey on like. So I think the part that there's so many parts of this that just messed me up. But one of them was when the woman had a baby. So she was breastfeeding the baby, and the guy came in and literally was sucking on her boob and like stole her baby.
What?
He wanted her breast milk and took the baby and then stole the baby. So to me, this is like these people are effing out of their gore crazy, right?
Right.
And then they kill a dog. And then they start harassing
Jerry, don't be sad.
Camper trailer. And hi, Jerry Dobson. We are paying attention to you, Jerry. Hello, Jerry. We love you and thank you for coming and watching us.
I just told him I hope he felt better.
I know, me too.
He didn't hear it.
Yeah, no, it's chat's moving so fast. It's hard to pay attention. Like chat's moving really fast.
Because Chrissy has over 80,000 subscribers. Congratulations, by the way. Holy smokes. Let's get this out in the open now. You're killing it.
Yeah, but she's got almost 3,000 videos. That's amazing.
Huh?
I work really hard at my channel.
3,000 videos and she has 80,000. I have 450 videos and I have 40,000.
I'm dropping a lot of content.
No, but I'm no critic. But
my channel has way more videos than you see because I have so many
lot of content.
I'm amazed at how many videos you got out, Chrissy. So congratulations.
Thank you. Absolutely. I work really extremely hard, and a lot of times, like, I sacrifice a lot of different things in life to make sure that I can make the videos. But lately we'll talk about this another time.
All right.
But yeah, I've been spending a lot of time doing other things, but I am still working with my channel a lot. But I've picked up somebody who's helping me with my channel a lot as well. So it's not just me anymore. As of like this last month, I have someone who's joined my team, and it's me and another person. So this has really helped me a lot.
Is this someone someone I'm going to get along with?
No, I know who it is. I'll bet you.
No comment.
He's in
We're off
Ketchup.
topic here. Off topic.
I just not sure that person wants to say anything yet, and if they do, they could speak up.
No reason.
No, I know.
I'm just intrigued as to who it is. I think
Yeah,
you want to
okay,
say.
Limey.
Anyways, moving on.
think you want
Moving
to say.
on.
What is happening? All right.
So yeah, horror movies.
I was gonna list of them.
You know me.
I never list.
I list everything.
Yeah,
Okay,
I can't read my own writing, so I don't list.
Yeah.
What
Okay,
about
so-
funny horror?
I just hope we're all on the good list.
I did. I talked about funny ones. I did.
There's like Beetlejuice.
I love Beetlejuice. It's one of my
I
favorites.
want to see
Oh,
the
that's
new
such
one.
a good film.
Come,
That's so
Mr.
good.
Tallyman, telling me banana. Daylight come and me want
Wanna
go.
go.
Or Hocus Pocus.
Yes, Hocus
That's the
Pocus.
best
is another
movie
good
ever.
one.
No.
See, now I can put a line through this one. Hocus Pocus.
And Adam's Family.
Yeah.
The two,
And
the
none of them
two
are
first
horror
Adams
movies,
families.
by the way.
Okay.
None of them.
So, The Hills Have Eyes really mentally messed with me.
Yeah.
It did. But I'd say that one affected me the most. My favorite horror movie of all time is 13 Ghosts.
Oh, I've seen that. That's great.
I love that movie.
I like
The
Spider Man too.
original or the one with the guy
three.
who played Monk?
It's out now.
Is that the guy
Oh,
that
yeah.
played Scooby Doo?
What?
The second one is the one she's referring to.
Yeah, the one that
with
the guy
the
played
glass
Scooby Doo
house.
and he
No,
was
I
in
think the
Scream.
original had Vincent Price in it.
It had Vincent Price in it. Yeah.
That's the original.
He was the original guy that died and then left the glass house for the ghosts to morph into like all of the portal to hell, right?
Well, that was the recent one, and I've seen that. I own it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the recent one.
13 Ghosts was amazing. It kept me like
The
Like-
the newer
Something
one had
else.
Tony Shalhoub in it, who played Mr. Monk.
Tony Shalhoub. Yeah.
Shalhoub.
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 Shalhoub. That's
Yeah,
how he
but
always
it
says.
also has what's his face. So yeah, you're right.
What's his face? 13 Ghosts says, what's his face?
now my mom, she's still freaked out today over the movie Evil Dead. Like when the girl was trying to come out of the
Oh,
basement,
yeah.
she was like shaking the
Oh,
door
yeah.
and she put the pencil in the ankle of the girl.
Sam Raimi. Yeah, yeah.
My mom is just like, ah, like my mom still today, like every time you talk about a horror movie, she's like, Evil Dead. Evil Dead mentally messed with me.
So
Has your mom seen I Spit on Your Grave?
What?
Has your mom seen I Spit on Your Grave? Sorry,
Oh
Sarah.
my God.
Probably not.
Okay.
Lost Boys. Lost Boys was one of my favorites
Lost
when I
Boys,
was younger.
the first one.
Yeah, the first one. That was amazing when I was younger. I want to just throw out like some movies, and then like we'll talk about them. Is that gonna be okay?
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
I
really
love that movie. I have that on my channel actually.
We watched
Yeah.
it and auditioned for Walking
We
Dead.
should be specific when we bring up movies. Are we talking about the 1950s Night
Yes.
of the Living Dead, or are we talking about the 80s one?
George Romero.
No.
Yeah, 1968.
Because all these
I'm
good
talking
movies
about the
have been remade.
1968 one that was like black and white, where
Yeah,
like
good. The good one.
Watch
the
it
good
in
one.
audition, man.
We're
Yeah.
coming
That's a
for
standard,
you,
man.
Christy.
I like the original better than the
Bruh.
remake.
Right.
I
And
like
then-
a Creep Show too. 1980 Creep
And
Show.
I swear to God, I grew up knowing the Crypt Keeper from HBO, like Tales of the Crypt. Like I love
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, did that ever
I
get
never
found?
watched it, but I
Last
remember
time,
it.
last time Dan said in some chat that the Crypt Keeper got stolen from the
Yeah.
museum. Did that ever
Yeah.
get found?
I don't know.
All right.
I
Hey,
never
moved to
found
a
the
better
Crypt
crib.
Keeper. Who's
Yes,
gonna
Kelly,
take
I
people
agree.
to the next land?
I don't know.
Go ahead, Shan.
Skeleton, I agree with you.
Yes, the stolen Crypt Keeper. from the Mystic Museum in Burbank was found and returned.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good.
What the
Now I
hell?
can sleep at night. Family show.
I was trying to read it.
I'm sorry, girl.
No, I was just like, I don't see any profanity in there.
And
No,
where? What?
Jets just said a swear word.
Oh, I said hell.
Oh, I was like trying to read the comment I put up on screen from Skeleton. and I was like,
it was in the comment.
I
She
was
was.
like, what?
Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna stop talking.
Okay, what about Rosemary's Baby?
Oh, good call. That's a twisted movie.
I'm 0
Yeah.
for like 100 because I told you guys I was afraid of horror movies so I have
That's
not
fine.
seen any of these.
Okay,
None.
TD, you need to not watch any of these.
Okay.
If we're bringing them up.
Well, I'll
Take
let you know
note
if
of
I
what
see any,
not
but
to
I
watch.
guarantee there's none that I've
That's
seen.
Stephen
public.
King.
But Mia Farrow did a wonderful
Movies,
job.
TD?
What?
Have you seen the Michael Myers Halloween movies, TD?
I saw one half of one with my son, and it was just a little bit too much for me. So,
You know what I like?
Silence of
I
the
like the
Lambs.
remake
That's
of
one that-
Friday the
3 more
13th.
days till Halloween.
well, and my birthday's on Halloween, so it's so cliche. Like I don't have to watch Halloween because my birthday's on Halloween.
Silver Shamrock.
But you know who else's birthday's on Halloween is
Season of the Witch.
Jamie Lee
Tim.
Curtis. Her birthday's on
Huh?
Halloween too. Jamie Lee
Yeah.
Curtis's birthday is on Halloween.
Season of the Witch is one of my favorites. That doesn't even Michael Myers or Jamie Lee Curtis in it at all.
Well,
That's-
I'll chime
Oh, I
in
know.
on any I've
The Witch
seen. How
Part
about
3
that?
with the mask. They kill the kids in it with the
Oh
mask.
God, they kill the kid.
I sound like I'm all into kill. I'm not, but I mean, there's certain movies like
Because it's not common.
Well,
Joe-
that's what you say now until they
It's
catch
rare
up with
Only
you.
a good horror movie to chance unless some kid gets wasted.
Well, what did those kids do to deserve it?
One of the TD might have seen this one. I love this movie with Mark Wahlberg and Reese Witherspoon. Great cast called Fear.
Never
And Mark
saw it.
Wahlberg played the psycho. It came out in like 1997.
I'm a big fan of Mark Wahlberg, but no, never seen it.
Oh my God! He's the psycho. He's going out with Reese Witherspoon's character, and
Reese Witherspoon's a psycho in Election.
well,
Keebs, can you read the chat on the
Jerry
screen?
Thompson. I will repeat myself. Mine is Frankenstein, my favorite horror movie, the original 1931 with Boris Karloff as the monster. The classics are a whole lot better than what they make today. I don't want to get into it. All dad laughing and gore stuff of today. All right, man. We love you, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry, Frankenstein was a good one.
The
I like-
Frankenstein's a very good one.
I like
Creature
urban
from
legend.
I mean, you can't go wrong with any of that Universal stuff.
Okay, Pumpkinhead. Do you guys remember Pumpkinhead?
Yes, love Pumpkinhead because this guy that plays
Pumpkinhead.
Derek.
Keepers Creepers.
Oh yeah, I have that. I have that on my list too. Okay,
Candyman's
Jeepers
good.
Creepers. I'm
Can
putting
I say one thing real quick? Finish my thought about Fear. The only thing is, listen, dog lovers, it's not real, but there's a scene where
Cujo.
dog's head's cut off.
Did you ever
And
see
Fear,
Man's
Mark-
Best Friend?
And they put the head to the bad guys put the head to the doggy door, and then it plops down. They're like, don't look at it. But the mom was played Judging Amy. She was the judge and Judging Amy. Forget the actress's name. The dad, the actor, was in To Live and Die in L.A. Really good cast, and Alyssa Milano's in it too.
Oh, she's pretty.
Fear's a good movie,
Beautiful.
good thriller.
Skeleton in chat says Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Yes, I have that on my list. I'm gonna write it off now. Like to bring this.
Dear
up.
God, no.
Both the old ones and the new
Cujo.
ones.
Dear God,
Cujo.
Leprechaun to Judgment. That's with a pre-nose job, Jen Aniston, before Friends, 2 years before Friends, before she got the nose job. Leprechaun. That was the first thing she ever did. Her
I
dad
didn't
was.
even know she got a nose job.
Who?
Oh God, yeah. She
Who's that?
Jennifer Aniston.
she
Oh.
did. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
And
thought she
her
was
dad-
naturally beautiful.
she is beautiful. But her dad was in Days of Our Lives for years. He, God rest his soul. He's dead now. But yeah, she got a nose job big time. She just look at Leprechaun. Look at pictures from Leprechaun. Google Leprechaun, the movie, Jen Aniston. You'll see what I'm saying. It's everybody knows it. Doesn't matter. It's not. It's not a derogatory statement. It's a fact.
Misery.
Ah, yes.
Okay, I
Oh my
did see that
God.
one. Yes,
Misery.
that's disturbing too.
Yeah.
But well done.
What about the hand that rocks the
Definitely.
cradle?
Oh yeah.
And Man's Best Friend.
Okay, what about one that's Little Shop of Horror?
Oh, I love that.
An iconic.
Is that a horror
iconic.
movie though? That's a musical.
But it's an iconic Halloween.
I want to be Aubrey so bad in the play. So bad. It's like
I gotta say, Jeepers Creepers.
Okay,
gave me
so
the creeps the
TD, you
first
could
one.
dress that way for our Halloween party.
Wow.
Oh,
Aubrey.
that's a good idea for costume.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm the
Famous.
Slasher movies or monster movie classics. What are y'all's favorites? Let's go round table with starting with Chrissy. Do you like slasher movies with blood and guts and effects, or do you like traditional monster movies as your go-to horror movie or psychological thriller?
Saw, like the movie Saw, like
Well, I can't-
those like
yeah.
mentally mess with you, gore. Just you have to self-mutilate yourself to survive. Messes with me. So like I'd have to say like the Saw series is probably
Those are very disturbing movies. Yeah.
yeah.
And what was the other one? Kind of like that. They copied each other. What was it? God, it's in the back of my mind. Sarah, help me out.
Sarah.
Words in my head.
What
was
was
it,
the
Tim?
question?
Hostile.
No, it was a Hostel.
Oh
That's it.
yeah.
Whoa.
Hostel is like what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I liked this movie series of Final Destination, where there was
So the first
people were
Final
on it.
Destination is you don't
First
get to
one's
cheat
great.
death. You don't get
Dude,
to cheat
I
death.
love Final Destination.
Yeah.
The best one was the one with
Same.
the roller coaster.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Was
I
that
don't
the
know.
second
I
one?
still will not. I still will not. Because I live in a logging community. And when there is a truck going down the road with big logs on it, I get way over and I try to pass. Because I do not want to be behind a truck with huge logs on it.
Well, let's get real. What's your favorite death scene? What's the most inventive or not favorite? Because I don't want to see anyone get killed. We're not psychos here. But what is like a memorable death scene for you? Let's start with Tim and then get to Chrissy. After that.
No, go
What's your
Tim. Go
favorite?
Tim.
Death
Let Tim go.
scene.
That's what she needs. Right.
It's Tim and then Sarah,
I'd
and
probably
then
say
Chance, and then
a
TD, and then
stupid
Danny, and
film
then
that came out.
Limey, and then me. Okay, there you go, Sarah. We're in order.
It was a stupid film on Sci-Fi Channel that came out called Sharknado, and the shark was in space and it swallowed an astronaut. That stuck with me.
What? Jesus.
On that note, Birdemic.
I knew that film was good
That
just from the
stuck with me,
title.
I'm
But
telling you.
Tim, that is a great choice.
Psycho.
Well, what about Birds? Like that's a good one.
Oh, the
and then they made
Birds. That
Birdemic.
was a great
It was
movie.
really bad.
The original.
Wait a minute. The bird,
Awesome.
Sarah, explain. I'm talking about a death. Oh, that's your favorite. But what's your favorite death scene?
Oh,
Or memorable.
death scene. See, I don't know. The question keeps changing, so I forgot. Death scene? Well, like I
that.
said, everything in worms because I remember that from a kid, right? And it, I mean, being eaten by the worms was crazy.
All right.
Yeah, you could. They're
Think
just
for a minute,
worms.
Sarah. There's got to be a memorable death scene. You're just not thinking. In a
Okay, well,
TV show.
okay. All right. So what about
I'm
Killer
thinking
Clowns from Outer
right.
Space? Killer Clowns from
What?
Outer Space. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. They throw this acid pie at a security guard or the cop or whatever, and he kills him. I thought that was genius.
Yeah, they dissolve him with
Yeah.
acid pies.
I love that, and I also love that how they put the people as cotton candy. That's very clever.
Or how about when they knocked off the biker's head?
There you go.
Oh man.
Anyways, there's a lot of them, but I like funny things more than I like.
But you're
just
not a horror,
ones.
right? You're not a horror gal, so you know
Yeah.
your head is not filled with your favorite death scenes by any stretch. of the
Okay,
imagination.
well then death becomes her. They all shatter at the end. I mean, that's pretty horrific. They're still alive and they're shattered. That's bad.
All right.
All right. Yes.
Somebody else.
I'll go.
Go.
Okay.
I would say it's not like the gory part of it, but like when in Sixth Sense, when he realizes he in fact is dead. You know, like that,
That
part.
was just funny.
Oh come on.
What? That you we don't have
Turn
to get
for that.
gory.
That wasn't even good.
fine. I like my genre is they'll take you on a wild ride of nothingness until like the very end, which isn't exciting, like Blair Witch Project-y. I like those kind of movies.
You gonna give us good TD? What?
I do like Blair Witch, actually. I do like it. I thought it was weird and different and kind of I don't know. I like movies that make people mad for the ending. Like Sopranos ending. I liked it.
I don't know where to. When it gets to my turn, I mean, I can't even narrow it down. I got so many favorite death scenes. And,
he loves when they kill kids.
No, I do not love it, but it's rare that you see a kid get killed. It's rare.
I'm telling you, Chance, you have to watch the Menendez brother show and see. You just have to watch that scene. Even if you Google that, like, just watch it.
I hate those MRFers, though. I hate them guys. I don't want to.
Well, you don't want to. I mean, you don't want to.
A rating point in my household. Go ahead.
Well, no, that's not going to benefit them. They're not like profiting from it.
How about in that
hate them. I hate them guys. Go ahead.
How about in that M. Night Shyamalan film where the wind changes direction and the grass and the plants kill the people, and they go into the cities and they see the people hanging from the trees?
Oh yeah.
That scene.
I'm embarrassed. The
Why?
only death scenes in horror movies that ever bothered me didn't involve the killer or the monster.
If it involved a bug is
you know, the one thing was from a TV show called The Walking Dead. And I watched zombies, and Chance knows about them because he was one. And I saw zombies people every day.
Shot in the head.
And the zombies never bothered me eating people.
That's sweet.
You know what bothered me was when this guy named Glenn got beat to death with a pipe or a bat with a bat.
The baseball bat, Lucille. The name of the bat.
What about Son of Sam?
Son of Sam.
His eyeball came out of a socket.
Yeah, man.
One of his eyeballs came out of a socket from the impact of that bat.
It bothered me more than any scene in any TV show or any horror movie I ever saw for some reason.
I know. It was designed
with the bat with the barbed wire around it.
Yeah. And the other one was that movie called, I think it was called The Mist.
Oh,
you remember the horror movie where they're all trapped in this supermarket by these weird creatures outside, and they finally escape. And in the end of the movie, the guy whacks his kid and everybody in the car, and it turns out it's over, and he didn't have to do it. And that, to me, was the worst ending of a horror movie that ever existed, where people got killed, and the monsters didn't do it. Both of the ones I picked are the ones where the people did the killing, not the monsters. There you go.
Cloverdale.
I'm embarrassed.
Cloverdale was.
That's it for me.
It was Cloverdale, I think, or Clover Hill.
All right.
With the giant monster, it was a bug.
Right.
Didn't see it.
Right.
But what about Son of Sam? See, that's true horror because it's based on reality, right? That's just pretty bad.
Well, I can't watch.
I grew up with that fear. I don't want to watch that.
See, that kind of stuff that's scary because it can happen in real life.
Sarah, right. And to your point, it was a TV movie starring Mark Harmon, 1986, The Deliberate Stranger, about that psycho who targeted college women students, Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
It was a miniseries, but it was TV, so it was somewhat censored, but the psychological aspect of it freaked me out. I mean, I can't watch it again. When he's clubbing his women, they were sleeping in their dorm rooms, and the way they shot it, it's like I can't watch that anymore because it's too real.
What about Hannibal?
No, Hannibal's just good.
Silence of the Lambs.
Love that. I watch Silence of the Lambs all day. It's sad too because like it's based on her hearing the lambs being slaughtered on her property. No, it's put the lotion on the skin or it gets the hose again.
Well, I want to say there was a death scene in The Omen, Damien the Omen Part 2, released in 1978, that was pretty inventive and haunting, where a doctor is in the elevator and he notices that Damien was spawn of a jackal. Okay, so he has the evidence. So demonic forces kill this guy in the elevator. The elevator goes out of control and he gets cut in half in the elevator. Like this wire comes down, Black Doctor cut in half right there, dead right there. But the way they shot it was really terrifying. Let me think of another good death. Oh, also an Omen Part 2, not harping on this movie released by 20th Century Fox, but a guy got crushed to death in between two trains, and you see his veins going. And I liked this death. No, I liked that. It's not like a psycho, but in a movie called Dress to Kill, starring Angie Dickinson. This is a freaky thing. Angie Dickinson is killed by the killer, who's a trans cross-dresser. I don't want to say that word because it might get this channel in jeopardy. You know, the bots are listening for thinking it's a hate thing on those kind of people. But the killer was a guy dressing as a woman, and he kills Angie Dickinson's character also in an elevator with a razor. And that's directed by Brian De Palma, so it's expert direction. But there's a creepy scene where after the murder, like the door of the elevator opens and you just see a shot of the arm of Angie Dickinson, like shaken, like it's severed, I guess. But you just see like she's dead, but you just see the arm, like a nerve reaction, like this nerve is going of a severed arm. But you don't see the blood. You see the blood all over her sleeve. She's wearing a white raincoat or something, or trench coat. So you see blood, but you don't see the veins and the gore and all that. But you just see this arm going. It freaked me out seeing it as a kid on HBO. But
I have to honestly say, movies like Paranormal Activity, which is supposedly, well, the movie itself was fiction, but it actually is based on real stories that have happened to other people in real life. So if you translate the movie to real life, it's really scary.
Oh, yeah.
Paranormal Activity, because it deals with demonic possession.
I watched that, and it was hard for me to go to sleep after watching it. Like,
yeah, I understand, TD. I do.
Yeah.
TD, I could give you an education. TD, I could give you and Sarah an education on horror movies.
What was Harper's question?
Sorry. Cat People, the remake, Nastasha Kinski, this guy in a cage. He's a zookeeper. He gets his arm ripped off his body by a panther person. And that is this horrifying effect. So is The Thing.
All right.
John Carpenter's The Thing remake.
Oh, The Thing. I love The Thing.
The year Sarah was born, she likes to point that out, 1982. You see this guy's neck and his veins. Talk about veins in the neck. I mean, dude. And the
I love The Thing. I love the video game too. Perfect.
All right, now I'll shut up and let
What
someone else
about Deep Blue Sea?
I haven't seen it yet. Actually,
Or The
I owned
Meg?
it.
Those are good movies.
What'd you say? Deep Blue Sea and what?
The Meg. The Meg. Like Megalodon.
The Meg.
The Meg, the big shark movie, The Meg.
I've never heard of
it.
Oh my God, with Jason Statham.
I never heard of it.
It's a great
movie called The
Meg.
Hey, Chance, it's on FX this week.
Thank you, sir. Well,
Hey,
I got it.
Chance.
I still haven't cut the cord.
All right, Chance, send me a link of movies and I'll see what I can do with them.
I have a outdoor movie theater that I put out, and we go out in the backyard and we watch these movies on big screen.
In the pool?
I know, Chance, you have, by the pool, but Chance, I know you have
I could bring girl. I need to take a road trip, Chrissy. I could bring my projector. Dude, I mean, it's a matter of time. I need to drive cross country with my gear, and we could have a killer throwdown party, a movie party. Right? You need to take the week
broke, but I'm there.
Your job, if it's possible. We're gonna party.
Give me a flight,
okay, look, I could tell you, we have an outdoor movie theater.
No,
I have movie
driving
theater
with
speakers.
all my stuff in my films. I got a movie, girl. You are so good. You don't interrupt people. I'm interrupting you right now, and I hate to do it. But I got a movie on film, Mint Color. You'd love it, girl. I'm going to bring it to Al Hardy, Al the Owl Hole, as I affectionately call him. Al Hardy. I was just texting him today. I've been saying for years I'm going to bring this print to your house. It's a ripoff of Piranha, which is a horror movie about killer fish, obviously. And this movie was called Killer Fish. And this guy, Jerry Dobson's comment made me think of it. because Karen Black is in this movie, as well as Lee Majors is on the screen. His comment, Jerry Dobson, trilogy of terror with Karen Black in the 70s was creepy. Sure it was. I never saw it. I will look into it. But she was in Killerfish, a knockoff of Piranha. Have it on film. James Franciscus is in it. Great cast. He was in Beneath the Planet of the Apes. He played astronaut Brent. Lee Majors is in it. It was all filmed in Italy. I've talked about this on my show. It's about jewel thieves. Get this, in Killerfish, jewel thieves rip off all these diamonds and they stash them in a bag and they throw it with a rock to weigh it down into a lake, not knowing they're piranha in the damn lake. So now the problem is, how are we going to get our jewels in our stash?
That's what she said.
There's a great scene, a great death scene. Getting back to the question I asked.
There's Killerfish right there.
Overweight. No offense.
Nice,
Listen, I'm going to say a word that's insensitive, but no offense to overweight people. There's a funny scene where a fat guy is eaten to death with his fish.
Dan's showing it.
Killerfish. Yes. It's a great movie, no pun intended. But it's a comedic. Like, to me, some death scenes are comedic, okay? And it was meant to be comedic as well as scary. And this death scene of this guy getting eaten by those fish, this overweight guy, it's funny. I mean, it was, and I have it on film. Nobody knows. There it is. I love this. Nobody knows about this movie. Killer. Yeah. Thank you, Danny Staten. I have it on film, mint color, R-rated print. It's from 1978, I think. I love this damn movie, man. I like it better than the original Piranha. It's a ripoff of. All right, I'll shut up.
You're fine. It's just funny because, like, we've been telling you for like the last 5 minutes.
Hey, Chance, when you decided to make that road trip to California, buddy, I volunteered to ride with you.
I'll get my bum to NorCal, man. We'll see this. I'll bring stuff.
Sarah, I'll come get you.
All right, I'll bring stuff. And I'll bring lots of
Grudge
stuff.
was mentioned as a horror movie of choice. Grudge.
Yeah, The Grudge.
Or The Ring.
The Ring and The Grudge are very similar.
Stopped running hours ago.
Okay, so what was that movie? I can't remember the name of it, but it was like Wrong Turn or the left turn down the wrong
turn.
Wrong turn. That was crazy.
That was scary, especially the girl
really
in the tree that gets cut in half with an axe. Oh.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Tell us about it, Dan.
It ain't nothing to tell about. People make a wrong turn. They run into cannibals. They run into cannibals and eat people.
Make a wrong turn and get eaten.
It's horrible. It's really a great movie. It really is. I want to bring up a werewolf movie. My favorite werewolf movie of all time is called The Howling. And I don't know if you ever seen the original Howling movie.
I've seen the original Howling. Yep.
It's the best werewolf movie ever made.
Yeah. D. Stone. D. Stone, who the year later was the mom in E.T., but she's possessed.
Her name was D. Wallace.
D. Wallace Stone, right. Well, her husband was Stone. Okay. You're right. D. Wallace. D. Wallace / Stone, but yeah. D. Wallace. Great pick.
But to me, that was the best of the werewolf movies ever made. American Werewolf in London would probably be a close second.
That was a really good one.
I watched a movie recently called Dog Soldiers, and that was pretty good. That was a werewolf.
Yeah, Dog Soldiers is great.
And then there's another one called Blood and Chocolate.
You know, I can't remember the name of it, but there's a foreign movie about a train that breaks down and it gets attacked by a werewolf. And it's like one of the best werewolf movies I ever saw. But I've seen that. It's a foreign movie. I can't remember the name of it, though.
I know. I just recently saw that, too.
Let me see.
Hey,
Blood and Chocolate? That's a foreign movie.
Well, and the guy wants to go home, and he has another train to ride. Then they get off because the tree falls, and then the werewolves start attacking. The old lady turns. It's awesome. There's lots of awesome in that movie, actually.
Hey, Danny, Dee Wallace met her husband, Christopher Stone, on the set of Chips, the Eric Estrada L.A.
Found it.
California Highway Patrol
Service. The movie where they
Stone, I never liked him. He had a mustache. I mean, I didn't like his look. He
Great
played
movie.
his character. He played the guy that Lindsay Wagner, Bionic Woman, wound up with. He wound up in the 3rd season of Bionic Woman. Anyway, Christopher Stone. I'll
Wait,
shut
wait,
up.
that's the movie.
Yes, How. I've seen it.
How.
Great movie. I recommend it. Yeah, I do.
It's actually one of the better werewolf movies. It really is. I'm not real fond of foreign
Yeah.
films.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is that a
I had a
British
good friend
film?
recommend it. I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll watch that, and I did. I was like, oh, that was awesome.
What was that?
I
Limey?
recommend Blood and Chocolate. You really need to see that.
Oh, yeah,
just-
that's on my list.
What's that? Limey?
I just googled Howl, and it looks like it's a British film.
It's a British.
Yes.
I don't remember what country. I thought it was German, but it's a foreign movie. But a train breaks down, and it breaks down in a forest where there's a werewolf, and the werewolf is constantly attacking the passengers and the crew of the train.
It's werewolves, and then when the ladies turns, and then they'll
Werewolves.
turn, and then just like really only one person survives. It's crazy.
I mean,
It's like the train broke down in the neighborhood where Dog Soldiers was filmed.
Right?
right. Yeah, I mean, train journeys can be quite hairy anyway, but not normally full of werewolves.
Quite hairy.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Thank you.
Ow.
I'm here all week.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I 110%
You wanted to
prefer
pull your
old
tail
horror
on
movies.
that one.
I like the older stuff. I like the stuff like the giant tarantula where Clint Eastwood blows it up, or the Gill Man, or the original Werewolf with Lon Chaney.
Yeah.
I'm a Bela Lugosi fan. All the Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff movies
House on
of the late 40s.
House
early
on
50s.
Haunted Hill. Oh,
The House on Haunted Hill. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I like a lot of the early Vincent Price stuff too, like The Fly.
Oh yeah.
The Last Man
wow.
on Earth.
Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Yes, ketchup.
Oh man.
Sorry, it's just that Judgment Day Mike Harper has been very patient and asked the same question about 3 or 4 times in chat. So I just want to highlight the question for the panel. The next comment.
I got it.
There you go. That one.
Yeah.
I apologize, Mike.
By the way, guys, Limey is my partner in helping me with my channel.
I told you.
Yeah. You said peas and ketchup. You did. I heard you.
We all knew that.
I know
Everyone
you
knows
all
everything.
knew that. I know
I guess.
you all knew that, but I don't know if
Something wrong
everybody in
with, so
chat
good.
knew that.
Well,
Huh?
I know everything.
Someone I do get along with so good.
Yeah.
I told you you'd get along, Chance.
Honestly, Harper, I'm not sure I have a favorite horror movie actor.
I told you
I've
you'd
got
get
favorite
along,
movies.
Chance.
But I'm not sure I have a favorite horror movie actor.
Suddenly it got quiet.
My favorite
Yes.
actor is a horror
Quiet is-
movie.
Silence is violence, okay? Man.
Not all actors make all horror movies. Sometimes they make other stuff too,
So
Okay,
in
well-
Hereditary, the mom, the woman that plays the mom, also plays the mom in Little Miss Sunshine. So I really like her a lot. Yeah.
I like in Jaws, Chrissy's Last Swim. Oh, has nothing to do with my name or anything, but Chrissy's Last Swim in Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the beginning
That's
where
what the
she
show
screams
jumps the
a
shark.
blood-curdling scream.
Yeah. Hey,
That's
so
horrible.
because I'm Navy, there is another horror movie I'd like to talk about. And it is very near and dear to my heart, and it is Crimson Tide.
That's not a horror movie.
It is a horror movie to me, Chance. I'm ex-Navy. It's a horror movie to me.
All right. That's fair.
Well, if you're ex-Navy, then you like Battleship.
No, Crimson Tide, the way that they were like literally going in and taking radiation and their skin was bubbling and they were giving their life to save everybody else on the submarine. It to me was the biggest horror movie ever.
Right?
What's that? Crimson Tide. Yeah, like these men like literally looked into this chamber where the radiation was leaking out and they opened the door, they shut the door, they went in and they died trying to make their way to save the whole submarine from
Yes.
being exposed to this radiation, and their
And when
skin
you
was
die from
bubbling
radiation-
and they
yeah,
were burning, and it
you die from radiation, you like melt. It's gross.
yeah, and it was just
Oh, it's bad.
melting their skin off, and
they
they
were
just kept
ordered to go in. They
Yeah,
were
they
ordered to
said that.
go in, and they followed their orders.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
is
what movie
that
theaters
really
actually.
a horror movie? It ain't like
it is to me, Dan.
It's not like the Incredible Melting Man. You know.
Dan, I'm ex-Navy. It's horror to me.
But it's a good movie though, nonetheless.
No, it's literally a horror movie to me because I could not imagine being on a submarine and having to expose yourself to radiation and feeling your skin burn off of you to save everybody else. I mean, I would do it in a heartbeat. Like, just that's the person I am. But I can't imagine. I can't.
TD made it. And we're almost
Yay, TD. Okay, here we go. TD's turn.
She got her hair right. Hey.
Look at
So, by the way,
That's just for
Limey-
Corey. For Corey.
Looks
before
great.
TD, before you go, hold on.
Right, Bill.
Limey, thank you for everything that you do for me and help me with my channel and everything that you've been stepping up to the plate to do. It's really amazing and it's really sweet. And I really appreciate everything that you are giving up so much time to help me with, because I'm getting bigger and I'm not fatter, but bigger as a channel. But and it's taking
Limey, what did you do?
It's taking a lot more. It's
Thank you
taking
for
a lot
taking the
more,
time out
and
of
I
your
can't
serial
do
killing.
it all. Like, I can't work my full-time job and everything else. So, Limey, thank you so much.
You know, all the serial killing that you're putting off for helping. That's really awesome.
we like Limey.
Yeah.
We like Limey.
I
Sure.
didn't hear
Like
what
mine.
TD just said, but Sarah's laughing her head off. So,
I said all the time
Oh,
you're
brilliant.
taking off from, you know, like serial killing and helping. That's really
oh
awesome.
yeah, no, absolutely, yeah.
TD?
It's difficult fitting it all in, but you know, I just chop up the work as I go, and it makes it easier.
Oh, I like the pun there. I like
Yeah,
that.
I thank you.
That was a good pun. Good,
That
good
was
pun.
punny. That was punny.
Yeah.
That was very
Did you
funny.
just get your hair cut, TD?
I just trimmed it myself.
Yeah, it looks better.
You look good.
Oh, it looked nice before, but I like it better now.
It
There
looks
you
really
go.
super cute, TD. You look beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
love
I'm not a
the
hairstylist, so
the cross across the front.
No
Like,
kidding.
strip
No,
across
I'm
the front of
impressed.
the shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Listen,
strip
I like
across
the
the front of the
shirt.
shirt.
The shirt is great.
Thank
TD.
you.
I
It
need
is
that shirt.
gorgeous.
I mean,
I thought it was good for like slasher type of like. I don't
Right?
know. I
It
thought
looks
it
like,
was
you
matte.
know, a
Mhm.
claw has gone across your
Mhm.
chest without the blood, and it's made you sexy now. There you
Oh,
go.
TD, look at the chat on the screen. Read
Yeah,
it.
it's sexy forever.
TD looks so BA with the new fit. Oh, thank you.
girls like it too.
Looking?
Appreciate it.
The women like it as well.
Aw. Hey, thanks. This is
Yeah.
my-
I just said that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Esmeralda.
Thank you, Jamin.
Esmeralda is so complimentary of all of us.
Hot, hot,
This
hot.
round is epic.
She really is.
Was jamming.
Oh, hi, Jamin. Edward Scissorhands. Yes, Judgment. I like.
Edward-
Oh, yeah.
Good one.
Great.
That's a good one. I love Tim Burton.
What
I
about
love
Sleepy Hollow?
Tim Burton.
Sleepy Hollow is great.
Sarah, my favorite scene of Sleepy Hollow is when they're like, the heads are gone.
I like it when he goes, he had no head. He was right with no head. They're like, yeah, we know, we told you that.
The heads are gone.
Yeah. Great movie.
So what did Jerry Dobson say there, Chance?
It's really not a horror film, but the Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein completely destroyed the Universal Monster series back then. And for me personally, I like Frankenstein of the 30s. That the way they made him look years later was stupid, kind of cheesy. I agree.
Chance, you
Well
keep-
read,
keep-
TD.
Thank you.
TD's a good reader.
Thank you. Listen. Am I? Do I have some kind of like critical illness and I'm dying and I don't know about it, but everyone's complimenting me and being nice to me because.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very special needs.
We're gathered here today.
Right. Here we go. The test back. There's been
A very lovely person.
Oh. It's okay.
So you guys, I had to put my boyfriend's dog is now obsessed with me, and I put his little doggy bed by my little station where I do like podcasting stuff because this reason here he has to lay by me at all times.
Oh
So-
my gosh. You're the people under the stairs.
No, for real, it's a good use.
Oh,
of
that's
space.
a good movie too.
Good use of space. But look at him. He's
Sarah.
look at this.
That's cute. Oh, he's got a little bed there.
Yeah, I put it there because he has to be by me at all times. He's like obsessed with me.
Good, but he's a good guard dog too.
He is. But it's so funny because I mean
Jason
he's
can't
like,
get
why
at
are
you.
you like obsessed with me? I say that like 10 times a day.
He's guarding you from Jason.
But look, he's so sweet though. He's so lovey-dovey.
Might be guarding you from Harper.
Harper
It's
likes
funny because my daughter's
TD.
name's Harper.
Everybody likes TD.
Harper loves
What?
TD is
course.
like so beautiful, of course. Everybody just loves her.
Guys,
Like
I don't know
even
what-
I even have
Oh,
guys.
now my sound
TD,
went out. I'm gonna duck out and come
TD,
back
I
in.
have guys at work that are like, so
That one got good.
how's
Let me
TD?
see,
I'm like,
Lee.
she's beautiful.
Aw.
She's a beautiful person. And they're like, oh, but do you talk to her? I'm like, yeah, we text each other. And they're like, really? And
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
Yeah,
a real person.
friends with TD. Like, yes, I'm real
don't-
friends with TD.
You should just tell them that we're banging and just to get it over with. No, but
I know, right? I'll just be like, sorry, this is my lesbian lover. Just
right. Exactly. And I'm
Wait a
also marrying your
who's pushing buttons?
right. Actually, that probably
That's
means
that
more.
got me.
They'll be like, oh, great. Come over.
Still can't hear nothing.
I'm sorry, Sarah and I are fighting over chance.
I'm not hitting buttons. That's on him.
Again?
He's fighting you over
No, I
him.
defaulted back.
Oh, Chances? It was Chance. Chance and I are fighting over putting Chance back on panel.
Here, hand check.
I saw him pop up and I was trying to bring him up and he was trying to bring himself up and so we just kept removing him.
It's such a quick
Sarah was doing it. She's mad at me or
I'm not being, but my hand's been up here the
I ain't
whole
blaming you.
time.
No, I ain't blaming you. I
This
figured.
is why Sarah put her hands in the air. She's like, it's not me. And the only other person it could be would be Limey because those are the four.
It's so funny when you get booted off though, and you have to like it's like putting your tail between your legs where you're like, I need back in. You know?
Aw,
It's
see,
true.
that's totally true. That's
It is.
totally
It's
true.
so
Hey, look
true.
at what Jammin said. How about the Unseen? I've never heard of it or seen it. Have you?
I
Anyone on the
haven't
panel
seen that either.
Unseen's okay. It's a ghost movie, I think.
Is it?
I think you said Cayenne Ghost movie. I'm like, Cayenne Pepper?
Not Creole. Caillou.
Yes.
It's the
Spicy.
Caillou.
It's a
Only,
spicy
um,
one.
Only ghosts of billionaires.
There goes the
Only ghosts of billionaires. Oh my gosh.
I'm not even, I don't even think I count too many ghost movies as real horror movies because I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Well,
What
I
about
mean,
Ghost
if you
Story,
think
Danny?
about
That was a good one. Ghost.
The only ghost movie that ever got me was one called The Entity. Now, I'm not going to go into it, but The Entity
name alone.
really mess with you. Saw it then.
Danny.
obviously.
Danny,
This will make TD laugh. Okay, there was a movie called Ghost Story, which starring John Houseman from like 1982, and it ran endlessly on HBO when I was a kid. One of my first kisses ever. I was with this girl. We're making out. We're at a slumber party, and Ghost Story is on.
Here we go, Sarah.
Ghost Story is on the TV, and I'm watching it while I'm making out with her. And she catches me. She goes, "You were watching the movie." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." She's like, "We were French kissing." And she's like, "Oh my God, you're watching the movie, not in the moment." Or she didn't say in the moment, but that was her meaning. You know, she's like, "You were watching the movie," and that was the end of that relationship, I guess. But
You're like,
Wow.
You're like,
it was a scary scene. There's a scene with his cars driving up on a ghost, and I was just enthralled. I couldn't, even when I was making out with her, I couldn't stop watching. And it was a bunch of us. It was a slumber party, right? So it wasn't like just one-on-one, but she caught me. She's like, "I see you're watching the movie." I don't know. Sorry. Funny memory. Memory unlocked, as they say these days.
Well, I have a hard time watching. You guys ever watch like the paranormal stories on like the Travel Channel or like, you know, where they have like the
Yeah.
haunted hotels?
Zach Baggins
That-
and the ghost adventures and paranormal experiences and
Except for
Yes.
Ghost Hunters, because that poor guy, he's never gonna find a ghost.
Baggins.
Like 12 years, like
who?
Ghost hunters. Don't worry about it. Listen.
Oh, I was gonna say like Zach Baggins finds all the ghosts.
No,
like,
Zach doesn't know. Poor Zach.
Oh, I know some YouTubers that find all the
He's so
ghosts and the
cheesy.
aliens and the Bigfoots.
I love Ghost Adventures.
No, there's a comedian that talks about Zach from Ghost Hunters, and he's like, he's talking
No,
about
he's not Ghost Hunters. He's Ghost Adventures.
Okay, yeah. Well, Zach from Ghost, whatever. Zach.
Okay.
So this
I like Zach.
This comedian who his name's Mateo Lane, he's so funny, but he's actually gay. But he's like I can't imagine coming out to my parents as like a ghost hunter. He's like I like the whole coming out as gay probably would be so less shocking. He's like I can imagine my dad saying like we'd rather you just be gay. At least DICK is real.
unless you don't have a DT.
I know.
Funny.
It is funny.
PD, I totally support LGBLT. I love it.
I love bacon, lettuce, and women too.
Bacon, lettuce, tomato.
So, Chance, did you upload these images?
Oh, I did. This might explain my behavior right now.
So Chance decided to upload these images backstage.
That was Costco earlier.
Yeah.
Look, it's a 28 pack. Show her.
I got a text of those messages today too.
Yeah, so did I.
28 pack.
So did I.
But
And I
check
was
it
like,
out, man. They're less. If
Jerry
you break
Dobson
down the
said-
price, I think it's like less than $1 a beer. 28.
Hey, Jerry Dobson said he's going to close the lid on his coffin for the night. He needs to go to bed. So
Aw, good
We
night,
love Jerry.
And get some
Oh,
sun.
Jerry.
Nostalgia World on
Good night,
Facebook.
Jerry.
He's a good guy. We love Jerry. Jerry, thanks for letting me share my Facebook live stream on your group. In your group. Thank you.
On your group.
Hey, I got a bing bong. My mom needs me. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Y'all keep her going. Talk
got
about
this.
the horror flicks. You got this.
Hey, someone talked about Poltergeist in the chat.
Yes, Poltergeist is
That
an
was
amazing-
actually based on a Twilight Zone episode called Little Girl Lost. Look it up. The original
Right.
Little Girl Lost. Little girl got trapped in the walls of the house. It's the same thing, of course, not with so much sophisticated effects as you had by 1981 when Poltergeist was filmed, released in 82. But that Twilight Zone episode was a 1962 episode. Basically, it was 20 years before the movie Poltergeist. But it's the same concept where you can hear the girl, "Daddy, help me." It's kind of like the whole deal in the movie Poltergeist. I loved it. I loved it. They're here and all that. I mean, and the guy ripping his face off. That was the gross out scene of Poltergeist with stop motion animation effects, like frame by frame, guys pulling his face off. Great scene.
I'm gonna send Chance. I'm gonna send you a link. If I send you a link, you can play something, right?
Well, not if it's copyrighted.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I mean it's a YouTube video, but it's not.
I can
like
do it. Text me, girl. Text me what you want me to play, and I'll convert it all.
Let me try to get it.
It'll take me about 5 minutes or so, but I'll get it done.
Easy,
Just text it.
easy, like ghost funny kind of. But
Cool. Text it to me.
okay.
You know
I'll make
what? I have a Ghost Hunters parody. Maybe I'll find it on my channel. I have it like uploaded twice, but I'll find it and maybe I'll release it again.
Okay, while you're doing that, TD, I'm going to show this real quick. This is
just take over the whole thing.
That Killer Fish movie I was talking about. With my film reels, and it's awesome, man. It's an R-rated, filmed in Italy movie from like the late 70s, and like I said, it's Karen Black, it's Lee Majors, it's a fat guy getting eaten. It's a great movie, and I'm going to bring it over to Al's place and show it to Tom and Al, and it's just a fantastic
Will
little
Al
movie.
like that?
Hey.
Al will like that.
Put you back. Hold on. There you go.
Will. There we go. All right. So, what does it say? Oh, look! It even says it's an Italian print. Treasure of the Piranha. It's really called Piranha. No, it's not even called Piranha. It's called Killer Fish. But someone and look, it's ITC who did Space 1999, Sarah, or distributed it. ITC. But this is an R-rated movie. A lot of gore, not too much gore, but there's blood, and it's a 3-reeler in terms of my films. And all right, Sarah, you can revert it back to the way you like it. I just want to show them those reels.
Okay.
And look, it says piranha killerfish. Someone wrote down. Well, I don't show my address, but it's my old address. I had this for years, but I don't even see that. But it says piranha killerfish. The movie's called Killerfish, not piranha anything, but it's a takeoff on piranha, and I love it. And it's nobody knows it. Great movie.
Danny does.
And I got another, and because he showed that on his phone. And I have another good movie from around this time with Lee Majors and Valerie Perrine. It's a good conspiracy movie. It's called The Agency with Robert Mitchum, and it's about subliminal messages and TV ads to sway elections. Great thriller movie. Nobody knows about it, and I have it on film, mint color as well, R-rated print. That's another. Lee Majors did all these movies in between $6 Million Man and Fall Guy that not many have seen. Some really sucked, like The Norseman, where he's like a Viking, like back in time. But they also did Killerfish, and he did, which is very entertaining, and Steel, where he's a steel worker. And that was the first thing that Lydia Cornell did before Too Close for Comfort. She had a small role in Steel. Anyway, I'm blithering and blathering, but have them all on film. Great movies. You got to see Agency if you're into conspiracy theories and stuff. It's really creepy, exposing how politicians, how elections are swayed by subliminal messages and TV ads and print ads. And it was a really good. That's probably why you never see it. It's probably really happening in real life.
There was a horror movie I saw recently. I forgot what it's called. But it's like the people like turned to ash because of a computer virus or something. I forget.
Ash because of a virus.
A computer virus. Yeah, like the ghosts come out and kill them and stuff, and like take their bodies and turn them into ash. I don't know. I saw it. It was cool.
I sent it to you, Chance.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I just sent it.
I got distracted.
You're fine.
People turn to ash touching the computer. I got to think on that one.
Is it called Pulse?
Something like that, maybe. I'm not sure. Something.
P-U-L-S-E, I think.
Pulse. Something like that. I recently saw that. Was pretty good.
Pulse is about a movie where a computer hacker releases this virus.
Yes.
And the virus turns people to ashes and stuff.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. And you have to live in a dead zone from now on. Yeah.
That's an okay movie.
That was pretty good, though.
Great, but it's okay.
Well, I wouldn't say great either, but it was okay. Yeah, you're right. But it was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'd watch it again.
I liked it too. I thought it was interesting.
Right? Okay.
Now I gotta find Agency. Oh, it's right. It's staring me right in the face.
Okay.
That's a good movie, actually. I gotta watch. They stuff a guy, this Jewish guy. It's sad. One of the victims, they stuff him into a refrigerator. The bad guys, and great movie. You got to see Agency. Like he's an informant, not an informant, but he talks about to Lee Majors' character what's going on in the agency, and the bad guys. You don't see it happening, but Lee Majors goes to this guy's apartment looking for him, and he opens the refrigerator, and there he is. No blood or anything, but you see him stuffed in the fridge, and his cat is going meow, meow, like going to the fridge, like and telling Lee Majors' character, go to the fridge, it's where he's at. And
you know, one of my all-time favorite horror movies is The Reanimator.
Oh yeah.
Jeffrey Combs. I love Jeffrey Combs as an actor in general, but Reanimator 2 and The Bride of the Reanimator, good stuff. Yeah, I like him.
So I'm going to bring Killerfish to Al's place and Agency for sure. I think Agency is a really good thriller. It's not really a horror movie, but it's a psychological thriller. I mean, man, that nobody knows about it. You heard of Robert Mitchum, y'all?
No. Well, maybe. I'm not sure. Tell me more.
Robert Mitchum was
I know who he is.
Cape Fear, and the remake Cape Fear was the character that Robert Mitchum was played by Robert De Niro. But Robert Mitchum has been in so many movies. He's a classic actor. Okay, enough said. No one's going to care. I'm going to bore. And
I sent another thing to play, actually.
Okay, let me get started on the first one.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna have to say goodnight. I got an early morning at
Wait, you have to see what Chance plays though before you go, because you'll
get it going. TD, let me get on that. Hang on.
Right on.
This was something that was shown on the Today Show for real in like
Which one you want me to show first, or did you send the same thing twice?
You know what? Actually, show the Josh Johnson. It's a short, so it's real quick. The second one I sent you first.
Okay. Oh, the second one first. All right. Let me get it all loaded up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Look at my light up glass.
Y'all need to talk for a couple more minutes because I dropped my eye off the ball there.
You dropped your eyeball?
From David
I'm
Buster.
converting this.
That's nice. TD, I still need that. I need that little
voice
thing.
changer. I haven't been there, and I'm needing to go. It's been a while. Last night I was a hero and got a
saddened that you haven't been.
No, last night I was a
My
hero.
soul aches for you.
Oh, I'll get it. Shut your pipe.
Make sure you go live winning whatever something out of the claw machine too.
No, so I was a hero for this girl. She wanted this wiener dog that was in the claw machine because she has a wiener dog. I got it. We were yelling like it was a Super Bowl when I got it. It was like
right.
I love that.
I know. She's like, we're so awesome. It's such a funny story because we tried like so many times too.
Were you looking to the side, TD, like to see the angle for the claw to go down?
No,
like,
no, I just feel it in my bones. I don't look around at all. I just feel it.
No. Wow.
You know, some people are just gifted with claws.
Let's put it on my resume.
Right? I'm a shrink and I have good with claws.
Right.
There you go.
Clip real quick.
Okay.
Hang on, guys. Bear with me.
I'm bearing with you.
I hope we packed a lunch, brought a razor. I'm just kidding.
What? You expect to lunch, not a razor? What?
Yeah, we're gonna be here a minute. No kidding.
Talk's a good movie.
I gotta do like 4 steps to get this thing onto our screens.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I could just play it on my laptop and turn my phone on.
No, I got it. And I don't want it to be like, here it's coming. It like a share screen, that always sucks. I want to play it direct. All right, here it is, TD link.
No, this one is Josh Johnson, but
you want the second one first, you said.
Yeah. Because it's quick.
I'm in my email and get it.
Or whatever's easier. You can play the first one first. That's fine.
It looks like the same, at least unless I messed up. It looks like the same clip on both.
Oh, no, one's a comedian, the other one's the toaster one.
All right, well, I'm going to do this one first.
Yeah, whatever one you see.
Okay, I'm converting it now. Hold on.
Okay.
Limey, anybody? Say something.
Hello.
I hate
Where'd
that
Danny go? Did Danny
To
leave?
be or not to be? For that is the question.
Good one.
Danny, you remember that Klingon that was obsessed with Shakespeare from Star Trek 6?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
That was the guy from Back to the Future.
No, it was
No, that was Star Trek 3.
It was the guy from friggin' Sound of Music.
And what?
Right.
He played the Klingon, and that would be who's dead now, sadly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now you got me doing it, not knowing. Hang on, all right, I got the clip. Let me load it up. The Sound of Music. Anybody? Who's the guy and the dad? Mr. Von Trapp.
Yeah.
Skeleton referenced, it says, any movie with a cat in the fridge should be a horror called Alf. I love Alf.
Alf.
Video going. I got the video. Okay, let me upload the video. It'll come to me. God, I know that name. I hate getting old, not knowing.
I know. I hate.
I know it. I know.
You have to go through your brain and like you'll get it at 2 a.m. and be like, oh yeah.
Cry Havoc. He's a great actor, and God dang, I could Google it, but let me just upload this video that she wants to watch. Or just share.
We're holding Sarah hostage.
Everybody does.
See, that's why you should drink beers. It just slows your brain down.
Hey, I just poured some in here. My Dave and Buster.
I'm already slow. I'm always slow.
I see Haunted Toaster. TD Haunted Toaster. Is that what you want?
Play that first. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, that's all I got. Send me the next one. Okay. I think you, unless I screwed up, I think you might have accidentally sent both.
No, on my end it says Josh Johnson on the second one, but that's fine. Here, I'll do it again.
Let me look at my text again. So Okay. Oh, it's a TikTok thing. I can't do.
No,
TikTok.
no. It's a short on YouTube.
Oh, The Haunting. I see it now.
Yeah.
The Haunting.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, God dang it. Hang on.
Dude, TikTok just deleted my TikTok account for no reason.
Y'all talk. I can play the next.
Warner. David Warner.
Let's read some chat.
Warner. David Warner.
No, but he was the villain and he played Jack the Ripper.
Star Trek 6.
No, he wasn't. But he was in it. You're right. You're right.
The guy that played Chang.
The guy that I'm talking about. It's the guy from The Sound of Music. God.
Yeah, the guy that played Chang.
Scary that I can't remember this guy's name. He's so accomplished. I can Google it.
We're supposed to be talking about horror movies anyways.
Yeah, we are.
Well, if we're talking about horror movies, did you guys see Star Trek 5?
Christopher Plummer. I remembered it before I hit the Google button. So Christopher Plummer played the damn Klingon that loved Shakespeare.
Family show.
Okay, I've said. And he was Mr. Von Trapp in Sound of Music. Let me just play her damn clip, the second one, while I get the first one to go. God dang it.
Can I share? Can I do it too?
Here it is.
In the beginning, it was a little hard to believe, and I'd go home at night and I say, "Wow, this is crazy. This is a little too weird for me." But after 4 years, you kind of get into the swing of it. It becomes normal. I mean, after you've seen our haunted toaster,
right here where it says "put one slice," we heard "I am the devil."
what kind of voice did the devil have?
A very low voice. I'd say sounded like Eli Wallach.
Have you saved any of this satanic toast?
Yes, I did save it because I wanted to be sure that somebody else would see it. Now this one, can you see that, Richard? Satan lives. Just terrible.
Is the toaster still possessed?
We still have trouble off and on with it, yes.
I want to buy that.
Can you see now?
I just hold it down.
It seems to be aware. Oh!
Why have you kept this toaster?
Well, Richard, you know, when all is said and done, it makes good toast.
For today, Boyd Matson, NBC News, Boca Raton, Florida.
TD, tell us about it.
I will buy that toaster.
Well, Richard, it's a good toaster. Oh, okay, sorry. That's the Good Morning America. Or the Today I almost said like an SNL
Oh, come
parody.
on. I want that toaster so bad.
I know. Well, Richard, it makes good toast.
Oh, my head hurts so bad.
I know. I knew you'd appreciate it.
Stand by for TD's second clip.
Whoa.
We're still commenting on this.
Comedy's the best, to tell you.
It's not even that. The funny thing is that was a real clip on the Today Show.
Yeah, it's just, I gotta tell you, Satan lives.
It holds up the Satan lives thing. Oh. I'm sorry. What are you waiting for, Chance? I'm sorry.
You're fine. I'm converting your second clip.
Okay, good. Okay.
Take me a minute.
This is really short.
All right, just a minute, guys.
Okay, well, toast, everyone. Toast.
Well, Richard, it really makes good toast. You know that she's from Florida because all the crazies are from Ohio and Florida. So
California.
Yeah, true. But mostly Ohio, Wisconsin, and Florida.
Yeah. That comes from somebody who's never been to Kentucky, obviously.
I've been to Kentucky. I'm not far from Kentucky. So I've been to I went to a wedding in a cave in Kentucky.
Let me just point out that the wrong turn happens in Kentucky.
The wrong turd.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wrong turn.
That's a bad
movie, so I thought I'd throw it.
The wrong turn would be a funny
happened in Kentucky.
Oh man.
All right, we got TD's second video.
Okay, yay.
On the ready here.
All right, and then I'm gonna have to go to bed now.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. You announced you have to go to be on that tug thing or whatever. Here's 56-second clip
Yeah, I
from
just need to get
Tug
some sleep. I haven't eaten dinner
titled, can't even say what it's titled. Haunting a blank mom.
Oh, haunting a black mom, it says.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't know. That's
Just play it.
racial.
Just
I
play
want
it.
to ask you guys a question. You ever go see a horror movie that's like about a creepy kid? Like the kid is haunted, like little kid is possessed, little kid like that kid. Like, is it just me or is that kid never black? Like, never. But here's the thing. I think I know why. Because a black mom would beat that out immediately. Like if that were me in my house being like, red rum. Red rum. Red rum. My mom be like, where was that bass during choir practice? You want to get up in front of people and act shame and you scene like that there. Like, I don't even think a black mom would be scared. Like, she come home, everything's floating all poltergeist style, and she's like, okay, so you can make everything float, but you can't clean that room? You can't clean that room. No, I'm going to be in there in 5 minutes. We'll see you haunted, okay?
He's one of my favorite comedians. I love him.
TD, are you aware though that joke goes back to Richard Pryor?
Really?
Yeah, on The Exorcist. His take on The Exorcist. It was in a comedy album he did. I can't even say the name of it. It's called it was called That N-Word's Crazy, and it didn't just say N-word.
I think my parents had that on 8-track, literally.
Well, it was on cassette. I have it on cassette. And anyway, he said, if The Exorcist had black people in it, the movie would be like 3 minutes long. As soon as the devil spoke, hello, goodbye. and then Eddie Murphy ripped off Richard Pryor talking about Exorcist. He adapted that basic joke for a routine on the Poltergeist movie in like 82, 83 on Delirious.
Yeah.
And kind of the same thing. If there were black people in this movie, it would have lasted like 2 minutes.
Well,
anyway.
Josh Johnson, he's really, really funny. He's really good. He just had a special, I think, on Hulu or something. So he's really kind of making it now. And I almost feel bad about that because I feel like he's making it mine. I feel like I don't want him to become big like Kevin Hart or something because everyone will know him. Like now I feel like, I don't know. Kevin Hart.
TD, I hear you, TD. I dated a girl and she would not let me buy a Richard Pryor comedy record.
Why?
In a record shop because I don't blame her, but it said the N-word on the album. The black guy who named it.
That's his style.
Bicentennial N-word, and he had that N-word's crazy, and that's Richard Pryor, a black guy who named it and labeled it and titled it and everything. And she was like, "You're not bringing that into my car." And she drove. I was like, "Okay, fine."
We could have put the record in the car anyway.
We're in Little 5 Points, which is kind of a punk rock area of the Atlanta suburbs, and you don't want to be stranded there.
Well, there's stuff like I know that with my kids, I'll censor stuff. Like I had like big sexy hairspray, and I felt weird about it, like in the bathroom because the kids. So I blocked it out with like a piece of duct tape or something.
Oh, that's funny. No, I don't remember. I got it wrong. It was called Super N-Word. I won't say it. I'm not gonna jump out, but that's the Richard Pryor album. Look it up, Super N-Word.
Okay, can we get back to horror movies?
Before Superman 3. That's before he was cast in Superman 3, by the way.
He was also in the Muppets. He was in the Muppets.
Oh, I love Richard Pryor. He's my favorite comedian of all time has got to be Richard Pryor. And then Eddie Murphy.
I know we're off topic, but I heard that
way off topic here.
Well, but anyways, I heard he was difficult to work with, but that's that.
Eddie Murphy or who?
No, Richard Pryor, because he was really messed up on coke and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, he caught himself on fire freebasing.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. I mean, there's
seems like it's so tortured soul. Mom was a hooker.
Year-old and went to bed.
His mom was a hooker. I mean, I understand why it's a problem.
What's happening?
Look, hey, TD, here's some homework for you. Look up JoJo Dancer. It was a biopic from 1986 on Richard Pryor's life. It'll touch your heart. It's so sad.
Or Go-Go Dancer.
I don't know how true it is. I'm going to take it on the face value. Very simple.
JoJo Dancer or Go-Go?
JoJo Dancer. It's called JoJo Dancer. Richard Pryor's life story.
Okay.
It'll break your heart.
Hey, Chaz, what's your favorite horror movie that turned into a comic book?
Venom? No.
That's awesome. A good answer, actually. Off the fly. Jesus. You're not even really that much of a comic book girl. I'm impressed.
Thanks.
I've got a really good Pumpkinhead comic book.
Oh, I found it. JoJo Dancer. I'll have to look that up. Yeah.
Dude, it will break your heart. It's so well done. It's his life story.
What's it on? It's on YouTube, I
I
think.
don't remember streaming anywhere. I saw it on the old VHS running it from the video store. I'm old, but it just broke my freaking heart. He lived in a brothel. His mom was a prostitute. Sad.
Talk about perseverance.
Is Sarah leaving?
Sarah, oh, you gone? The head's all gone.
I'm trying to think. Danny Staten's question: what
Bye, Sarah.
comic book character became a horror movie? That's such a good question.
What was the best? Because I know a lot of movies that were
Swamp Thing. But it wasn't really. I liked Swamp Thing from the original from 1982.
Right, the original.
North
original
Carolina.
one. Yeah.
I liked it. But was Creep Show a horror book? No, it was based on EC horror. So it wasn't, it was loosely based on horror, but it wasn't really directly based on horror. But Creep Show, and which I referenced earlier tonight, is one of my favorite comic book to horror. I'll go with Swamp Thing, sir.
Isn't Predator one of those or no?
Yeah, well, Predator was a comic book.
I've got a Predator comic book review up.
Oh, and that series is great. Dark Horse Comics, wasn't it, Danny?
I think so.
I think that's what my son was mentioning, Chance, that he likes or something.
Oh yeah, because I asked you what book would you like me to send your son, and you had said that a while back. Yeah, Predator.
I made the mistake of reviewing Interview with the Vampire, the Anne Rice comic book. And oh god, that didn't go well. Interviews, the reviews up. Everybody wants to watch it, but oh my god, that did not go well. It was different.
God, that's such a good question you asked, though, Danny. What comic book character became a big screen horror movie?
What horror movie became a comic book?
Well, there's a bunch of those.
Yeah,
I would say, like you said, the Swamp Thing and Swamp Thing definitely became a horror movie.
I'll tell you this: I reviewed
Dracula.
I reviewed the comic book version of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it's the only comic book review that ever got me a YouTube strike.
Wasn't Blade
original?
If you're talking a movie turned into a comic book, Creep Show. That's my answer, and that was not. It was a graphic novel more than a comic book.
Now, I actually reviewed the Creep Show comic book. I did a lot of horror movie comics.
Well, didn't Little Shop of Horror also do like a comic book?
Yeah, they sure did. Yes, they did, and I have reviewed that. I have reviewed that comic book, and it's up on my channel.
Who published it, Danny? Just for learning experience.
I don't know, but I think it might have been a Marvel. Hold on.
Wasn't there a Tales from the Crypt something like comic or something like that? That was like, or Tales from the Crypt.
I know I saw for sure a Little Shop of Horrors comic book
Adaptation. Yes, there was. It was Marvel.
Yeah.
That is true. That's right. It was I have it. It's a Marvel comic book adaptation.
I was like, I've seen it.
It's a DC.
It's a DC.
Is it? Oh, holy snap. Well,
it's a beer.
I'm getting confused with Starlog magazine. Oh,
Okay,
look,
hold
Danny,
on. We're gonna
Danny
put Danny
Big.
say it up.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. DC. Okay. I got schooled again on the comic books. Keebler, where you at?
I only knew about it because I had got a copy of one of these comics and had reviewed it for my channel.
Was Buffy the Vampire Slayer comic book?
Oh yeah, lots of Buffy comics. There's like 2 series, and I did them too.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to my channel, the Daily Dan blog, you can find a lot of comic book reviews.
See, I don't count like Werewolf by Night, the Marvel stuff, Werewolf by Night, Tomb of Dracula, because those are established universal.
Right.
monsters.
Tim obviously has something to say.
Okay.
In regards to what?
I don't know. You were waving your hand, so I was like, Tim has
No, it's
something
just
to
saying
say.
hi. I was back.
Holy cow!
It's just saying hi, I'm back.
We're all just.
So what about Night of the Living Dead? Did they have comic books for like the zombies?
Well, Walking Dead started as a comic book in 2002, became a TV show.
It did start as a comic book.
It was a comic book by Robert Kirkman and a partner of his. Yeah, in 2002, independent comic book.
Okay, well, what about Dracula?
Or Hellboy?
Dracula.
And that's
I have so many different Dracula comic book reviews up, like 12 of them, I believe, of different series comic book reviews.
Was the Crow the thing first and then a comic, or was the comic? Was there a Crow?
Hold on.
The Crow comic and then a movie.
Shelley was Frankenstein. It's funny. I just thought you inspired so much, BBB. Women wrote most of these monster books when you think about it. Because
based off of their men.
Anne Rice, the vampire thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that! Now look.
Ghost Rider.
And Interview with the Vampire came in like 79, the book. So yeah.
And yeah, man, and like Frankenstein, written by Shelley, woman. That's amazing. I never made that connection. I told us now.
Spawn was a good comic series.
That's by Todd McFarlane, who created Venom. To TD's point, when she had a brilliant answer. I think the best answer yet to this question of Danny Staten's comic book turned into a horror movie. Venom. That's like a no-brainer. I should have come up with that off the top of my head. Good
Venom's
job, TD.
Great.
Awesome.
Night, Sarah. Sarah's got to go and forage for food, everybody.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to tell you guys right now. So my boyfriend's obsessed with this pterodactyl noise that I do. So he, go ahead. Listen.
It's a pterodactyl.
When exactly do you make that noise?
My boyfriend makes me do that like 10 times a day. I don't
do it again now, you big.
There's a real good joke in there. This is a family show. Let it go.
I don't want to say something.
I do think it's funny. Okay, fine. You got me.
I think it's brilliant.
Make me do it 10 times a day. God damn.
Tell him get in camera and make you do it.
Hey,
Yeah,
come
we
here.
want to take Deadpool again.
Come here.
Get in camera and make you do it. Come on.
This is a family
Yes,
show.
if I do pterodactyl, you have to come here and show your face.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
Come here.
This is a no junk zone, though, sir.
No, he'll preface it
Oh.
too. He says this little thing
What?
before.
A no junk zone.
Go ahead. Go. Wait. Here's what he has to say before I say it. No, here's what he says. Say it.
It's a pterodactyl.
It's too cute.
He gets on these little kicks, and then it's like after 2 weeks, he'll sing a song for like 2 weeks. I'm like praying to God that song will just escape his brain so I could listen to some.
What is that? Thumb down. You did a
I
thumb
know.
down.
That was a thumb up, man.
TD, you did a thumb down, like when you were
didn't mean to do
stretching.
thumb down. I
But
meant
look
thumb
what
down.
happened.
it was a
like a
graphic.
bubble popped up.
It was
Bubble
crazy.
popped up with a thumb
Yeah.
down.
Put your
Yeah.
hand back on the wall and
No
it'll
clue
make
how
the
that
old-
happened.
No, do what you just did.
Yeah,
Weird.
put your hand back on the wall.
Harper did that because you showed your boyfriend.
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe you guys were my
Steve,
my
do what you just did and see what happens. Like,
Yeah, put your hand
Do
back
what you
on the
just
wall
did,
with your
like-
thumb pointing down.
It's your
yeah,
eye.
you had like you stretch with your thumb pointing down like
No,
this.
put your hand back on the wall
It
behind
wasn't because of
you
the boyfriend.
with your thumb down. No, like that's it, and with there,
I don't know.
like that.
She wasn't that
'Cause you
far
were leaning
back.
back on the wall at the time.
You know what?
Oh,
Things
okay.
happen around me because I was born Halloween. That's why.
It's
Okay.
he's haunted. It's a
True.
ghost. It's a gosh
True.
blessed ghost.
It's a
Thank
gremlin. It's
No,
a
ghosts
gremlin
don't
in
approach
the-
me because I was born Halloween. It's not. I hate gremlins.
So
Replay it, TD. You'll see. Let's mark it. At the
did.
2 hour,
Yeah.
10-minute mark, approximately.
Yes.
Look.
Apparently, like a thumbs down thing went on the screen.
you had a
It was
bubble
a-
pop up with the thumbs
Yeah, it was
down.
round.
It was a
Down.
it was a ghost thumb. It was a
It was
ghost thumb.
thumb.
Yeah, you've been haunted by ghost thumbs.
You know, I always have like or some kind of orb or something weird. What did you say? Wait.
He said, "I don't like TD that way, Danny."
Just messing with you, Harper. God.
I don't like TD that way, Danny. Referring to
Oh.
Danny.
Hey, Harper, do you like girls that way?
Oh, I bet he does.
Oh,
Oh, come
okay.
on, that was
Don't
Oh,
tell
hey.
her.
Can I say something really fast?
Yes.
Of course.
Perfect. Okay. Let me get where I need to be.
That was so fast I didn't even hear it.
I know it's not here yet.
Good one, TD.
Wah, wah, wah.
Aw, that looks like kind of like my cat Charlotte.
Very cute.
She's a big loaf.
So Limey and I are officially a thing
Why am I big still?
because
What? I just
So-
moved.
letting the cat out of the bag.
Talk about your long distance.
Woot.
Oh my God.
You're a
Limey
couple.
and yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
I already knew.
I knew too.
But I've evolved.
Anyways,
I've evolved.
yeah, like we've been working a lot together and it's been amazing and it's been an amazing journey. So I just wanted to let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, one of these days you'll let us picture out of the bag.
And the only thing that'll ever come between you is them 9,000 miles.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
And we'll
fine.
finally get to see Limey for who he really is.
Well,
Well,
maybe.
he might be able to see me for who I really am. Like, I don't know. Like, there's, you know.
I think he might be talking to God.
Everyone's saying
Thank you,
congratulations.
Jamin. Thank you,
with
Jamin.
Jamin and
I would
so-
love the support. I would love the support because I was really nervous, and that's why I was like off camera earlier because like I had to make sure with Limey it was okay, and I wanted to not do anything to tread on him. So I was like, "Is it cool? Like I'm feeling frisky. Like I might want to say something."
So when you guys gonna meet?
I'm not worried about it.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying.
It's just gonna have to
Whenever.
be whenever it
Virtual
happens
for
because
Yeah.
there are as you say, a number of miles, and it normally costs money to do things like that. So that's one
Lots
thing.
of
and-
money. Okay,
yeah,
so I sent Limey a package. Am I allowed to tell this story, Limey?
You can say whatever you like.
Okay, so I purchased a few things to put in a box to send to England to Limey. And when we got to the post office to send it, they said it's $188 to send this package. And I'm like,
how much did it weigh?
It was less than 20 pounds. And there's not even $100 worth of like merchandise in the box.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I was shocked.
It's cheaper to get a ticket and just go take it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
luckily,
right. I was like,
one
just
of
come here with it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I got a tip for you guys.
Just the tip.
Order
Please, thank
him
you.
something. Do you have Amazon Prime, Chrissy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
but
can
it's so
ship.
heartfelt.
No, there's free shipping internationally. I get stuff sent from
Right.
England all the time. If you're a
I
Prime
said I
member.
should have just
Maybe
went on
order
Amazon and
something-
sent it directly to
Yeah.
your address.
But it's the fact of her like collecting it all and putting and everything.
That's true.
neat
I
and
get
into a
that. I get
box.
that. I was just
Yeah.
trying to. I was just trying to give a solution there.
Yeah,
or a
that's for. I'm sure
option.
for
Oh
little
my
things.
gosh.
But that's really sweet, like a little care package. I like that idea, like a little.
100 and
package.
You
something.
probably
What's it,
wouldn't
100
understand.
what?
You probably wouldn't understand.
$108.
Especially.
It was
edition
$188.
Almost $200. Did you send it?
Well, see, one of the amazing men at my work, he said, Chrissy, you do so much for me. I'll take it to the post office. I'm going to fill out the form and I'm going to send it. And like, you do so much, like, it's on me. And
That's
so he
so
paid for it.
sweet. Oh, that's so nice. Who was that?
And I
You said
want to
who?
shout out Omar Munez.
Omar, you're the greatest.
And I want to actually boost Omar on my channel as a premiere channel, like a
That's
premium
super
channel.
kind.
But he's not really on YouTube. He's on Facebook and Instagram. So I'm just still gonna. He works
Yeah.
with me. He's amazing.
I'll
He
add him on.
literally stepped up to the plate and was like, "You need this box sent? I got you."
That's so sweet.
Yeah, and he like went. And,
Hmm.
oh,
So-
Sarah.
so
You got
did
men left and right, don't you?
Limey, did you get the package yet?
No, it's supposed to arrive by 6 p.m. on Thursday.
That's exciting. Hey, he should do an
Yeah.
unboxing, like a little.
Yeah, Limey, you should do an unboxing.
Yeah,
Well, possibly. You never know.
That's
Yeah.
so
But
sweet.
he'd have to come on camera to do it.
Well, it might mean that I come on camera. You'll just have to wait and see.
Oh,
Also,
well,
that
you could
reminds
do
us
an
of-
unboxing just with your hands.
Yeah.
Well, you see, that's kind of what I was thinking, Chris. I'll come on camera, but it'll only be my hands.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But-
Maybe.
Yeah,
Who knows?
I think it's a reminder that there are still good people in this world too. You know?
Yeah.
I'm very touched by the whole thing. Like
Yeah.
just like getting the bots together for me, but then paying double
Somebody-
the value in postage
yeah.
or something is just nuts. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He's
Well-
gonna laugh when he gets the box and it's got 4 cans of English peas and some damn ketchup in it.
Yeah, I know, right? 4 cans of peas and ketchup.
And some BB.
Yeah. And it probably does have 4 cans of peas and a jar of ketchup, more than likely.
Hey, Chrissy, was there another horror movie question, or are we going to save it for next week, or what? We've gone over 2 hours already.
We're done with what we're doing. So, one of the things I would like to say about the horror movies is like, in the horror movies that freaked you out the most, was it mental, or was it gore, or what was it about it?
Good question.
I'm just asking questions because you know me, I'm BBB.
Let me answer real quick. I'll jump in.
Okay,
I'll be quick too.
Go ahead.
Psychological and definitely stories that deal with the supernatural. Like I already talked about The Omen. The Omen freaked me out. Anything to do with the devil.
Yes.
There was a really good horror movie though that no one knows about. It was called Nightmare in Bantam County from 1976. And it's about a women prison drama. And it had an all-star cast. Robert Reed plays the warden of this prison. And I have it on Blu-ray. Oh, God. It finally got released on Blu-ray, I think, in 2018. It's a really funny, not funny. I mean, it's a scary movie. But what's funny is the casting. Tina Louise, the surviving member from Gilligan's Island, played one of the corrupt wardens, a female warden. It's a lady prison. They segregate. Oh God, a British director did it. I don't know what I can say on your channel about it, but it is a horror movie. I mean, women are getting killed in there. There's Lana Wood plays one of the prison guards, who is the sister of Natalie Wood, whom either Christopher Walken or Mr. Heart to Heart killed. We don't know who.
It was an accident.
No. Mr. Conspiracy Theory, you think that was an accident? Really?
Read the report.
No, I don't believe reports. Anyway,
also,
like
I just want to clarify. This is a good film because
Robert Wagner, he killed her, huh? Or they say, I don't know if he did.
A good horror film because women die, and then the other ones are good because children die. That's
not right. Here. Well, I'm not saying that's a good point. No, I sound like a sicko. Like, oh, I love watching women get killed. No, it's just it's the casting of it, and it's just a shocking movie. And Chuck Connors, the rifleman, plays one of the crooked cops in this movie. And I'm just going to throw some names out. Ralph Bellamy played one of the judges, or the judge. Ralph Bellamy was the old man from Trading Places. Tell him to sell. You'd know his face. If you don't know the name, you know Ralph Bellamy. But it was just a really good movie. And because of the casting, and it was really scary. It was a prison horror movie, and women are getting killed. That's not why I like it. I'm just saying it's a movie that no one has really heard of or thought about, kind of like Grizzly, the movie I mentioned earlier.
I have to watch that movie. I'm going to watch it probably tonight.
But please look up Nightmare in Bantam County. I think the R-rated version might be on YouTube for free.
So
but
Judgment Mike Day Harper mentioned something about the Edgar Allan Poe stuff, and
Telltale Heart.
You guys have seen it? I think Edgar Allan Poe is weird and scary in general, right?
Yeah,
Edgar Allan Poe is just a dark,
dark
writer.
But good.
Yeah.
But still, yeah. Did you guys watch American Horror Story?
A little bit.
Yeah, I watched the first one was really good, but I didn't watch a whole lot after that. But a lot of people do like it.
Okay, what do you guys think?
Well, we all know now. History has told us that Robert Reed, who played the dad in the Brady Bunch, who was the warden in Nightmare in Bantam County. Well, I won't say what. It doesn't matter about his sexual preferences in real life, but he plays a lecherous warden. I already said he was the warden, but he's a despicable character in Nightmare in Bantam County. Just for the pop culture significance of it alone, for the casting, you'll enjoy it. And I'll step off that topic. That's to me one of the scariest movies of all, because it's more of a real scary movie, not a supernatural. But to answer your question, then the supernatural movies like The Omen, and I heard you got a text, and
yeah,
Rosemary's Baby, Those devil movies freak me out. The Exorcist.
Okay, The Nun.
Someone else. That's my answer.
Real quick, Chrissy, I sent you the Grizzly movie to your text.
Okay, thank you.
Found it?
Yeah, and you can find that
what the
movie.
text message
If you go to
was
my
that I
Danny Staten channel, I got a playlist called Cool Movies, and it's on that. It's been on there for a while, but it's on that playlist.
This is a spoiler, but a minor spoiler. I talked about, and I don't mean this. I'm not a sicko. Okay, watching kids get killed.
You don't have to say. We already know.
The one kid that gets killed in that movie, this woman is doing her laundry, drying it out on a clothesline, old school, right? She's putting her clean laundry to dry out, and then the grizzly gets a hold of her son.
Good night, UFO man.
Bye, Tim.
God damn it.
Bye.
The grizzly gets the grizzly gets a hold of her son in front of her and rips his arms like a wishbone.
Ew.
Yeah, and she's going, no! I mean, I don't know, man. It wasn't real, but it's just. Why am I laughing? I sound like a psycho, but it's just the way they filmed it. You know, it's not real.
It's cheesy, yeah.
The reaction, the acting, TD, the reacting of this actress, was just over the top. That's why I found it funny.
That's why, like Scream, the whole Scream thing is kind of making fun of the cheesy moments in horror films. Yeah.
Children of the Corn.
Yeah, that I said that earlier. Yeah, that shows unfortunately kids getting killed.
Wait, is that Stephen King or no?
Yeah, it is. And TD, you're a psychologist. It's probably because my mom was a 5th grade teacher and had jealousy of the kids she would bring over for the summer rap party, pool party. You know, like, why is she giving me the attention? She's that's probably where in psychology. That's probably why I don't get off on watching kids getting killed. I really don't.
No.
But,
it's just because it's not
for the
shown
sake
a
of
lot.
argument, for the fun of the discussion. That's probably where it stems from. If that were a thing, it's like I'm so jealous of these other kids getting my mom's attention.
Oh, that's sweet. She seems like a great teacher, though. She's probably the teacher that everybody.
She would have a pool party. We always had a swimming pool. Every house we lived in.
Good night, you.
She'd have a pool party and get pizzas and on her own dime.
So
and,
those kids were jealous of you, probably. They're probably like,
Yeah,
he's so lucky. That
and
is
she go, Chance, stay in your room.
No.
No,
she
Chance,
didn't.
those kids were
That's a
jealous
lie.
of you because that was your mom.
It's okay. No, I mean, like after 5th grade, like when I was in 5th grade and up, she's like, just stay in your room, stay out of the way.
He's like, but I have these reels. You guys want to?
No, I don't care. No, it wasn't a bad thing. She's the best mom ever. But it was just funny. I don't know. I'm saying
because it's weird too because you kind of didn't see her around kids all the time. Because
maybe that's why. And I don't really get off on watching kids getting killed in movies. I really don't. Maybe that's where I'm just saying.
It's taboo. It's just not something that's shown a lot too.
Right.
Taboo. That's the name of my kitty. Taboo.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
So my brother had a cat that would always stand on its hind legs, and so he named it Blackie Chan because it was a black.
Okay, my daughter has a black cat, and she named Lucifer, and she calls it Lucy.
Ooh, well, speaking of black cats, how about Cemetery or Pet Cemetery?
Yeah.
Firecrotch is got to check out. Esmeralda in Washington State. I call her Firecrotch affectionately. She's a redhead.
Hi, Esmeralda.
She's got to check out. We appreciate you being here. I know she's so good about the replay. She's the first person, along with Sarah, to leave a comment when the stream goes off. So.
And then we're also losing Yu. Jeff,
bye,
good night.
Bye, Jeff.
Good night, Yu.
Night, Esmeralda and Yu.
Oh my God, how cute would it be if is Jeff married?
No.
Okay, so what if he finds a girl and she's like the Q to his U? I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Jeff is adorable. Like Jeff is
because there's no Q without.
I can honestly tell you, like, there are very few men that I know that worked like my grandfather. Like just one of those people that just
hard workers. Yeah.
Yeah. And he literally reminds me of my grandpa because like I would see my grandpa just like work.
Do you have any other women you work with or all men?
There's one other girl there.
Oh, so you're like one of the token females.
Yes.
Nice.
But
you must be joking, token.
Yes.
Good night, Esmeralda. We love you in Washington State. I always perk up when I see she's in the audience.
I know, right? And then
also there for a minute.
I used to
This is
live
so low.
in Everett, Washington, and I lived in because my ship was stationed in Bremerton. So I
Your
lived
what
in
was? I'm
my
kidding.
ship. Not my shit, my ship.
Don't
Not the
cuss
wrong
it.
turn. The wrong turn.
Your ship was stationed in Washington.
That ship has sailed.
My aircraft carrier was stationed
She's full of ship.
in Washington.
Now I'm making Corey jokes over here. Like
I know, right? No, let's blast out Corey's comedy
Where is
channel.
Corey?
Everyone,
That's
please
comedy.
go look up Corey's
That's
comedy channel.
comedy. Where is
Oh my
Corey?
God, sorry,
He's probably
Wajamin.
working a
Like,
gig. He works.
Wajama's laughing at me.
working.
Look, Wajama's like,
If Corey were on YouTube, he'd be here.
True.
He's
yeah,
working a gig.
absolutely. He's definitely
He's
doing a
probably
gig.
still sleeping on the bed.
Yeah.
What's that, Danny?
Okay, so I have more questions.
We have more answers.
All right. So,
Now that the riffraff cleared out, let's get to the real
Riffraff.
question. I'm joking. I'm joking. That was me.
And now that's comedy.
okay, so I'm going to ask you guys a question, and you type it in chat, including chat. Chat also types the answer in chat. So, what was the name of the possessed child in The Exorcist in 1973?
Reagan.
Oh, type it in chat.
I'm sorry. God.
You're adorable, Chance. You're adorable. It doesn't matter.
He was that kid in school.
You wanted the chat to answer, not the panel. Is that what you're saying? Am I that retarded? I hate
no,
to use
you're not.
that word.
Don't use that word.
I know it's a bad word. I don't like that word. Sarah uses it all the time.
I know, but there. That's the actual name.
Oh, I didn't know the last name, so you got me on that.
Oh, see, this is why we're partners on PlayQuest. Chance, if they ever ask me another hazelnut question, I'm probably gonna cry.
You never let me live that down. I have an update. I did it on my show. I know, obviously you didn't watch my show, and that's okay.
No, the hazelnut question.
Yeah, that's fine.
Those hazelnut questions were difficult.
Fine.
Those hazelnut questions. Reagan. Okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, and then
Blair. Yeah.
Keebler's here. Hi, Keebs.
Hi, Keebler.
Hi, Keebs. And then he said Blair. Okay, so see, you guys are all on the same point. Okay, are you ready for the next question?
Go.
Yes.
Have we got to type this one in chat?
Yeah, but for some reason,
Wait, you want the panel not to answer this, or the chat to answer this, or anyone?
All of us, everybody.
Anyone can answer it. You just
That's-
put it, type it in
That's it.
chat.
That's why I thought I'd clarify. We got to type it in chat, right?
In the original Halloween, 1978. What was the name of the masked killer?
Oh my God.
Michael Myers. I did it again.
It's okay, Chance. You're fine. You're doing good.
Chance, just
know.
mute your mic. Just mute your mic, and then even if you're tempted, that's what I do because I blurt shit out all the time. You wouldn't believe half the stuff I say. Seriously, if I was unmuted, I wouldn't be here anymore. No, seriously.
Which horror film features a villain who kills people in their dreams?
Oh, gee, I wonder.
Oh, Chance.
That would be
sarcasm. The sarcasm, Chance. It's thick. I better get some better questions.
You beat me to it.
My ex-wife.
What year was that movie released? What year was that movie released, TD? Do you
I
know
don't.
Oh, I have no clue.
I do know.
1984.
1984.
I was 4.
What was the name of the camp where Friday the 13th in 1980 film takes place?
TD needs to see the first movie.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Because it's the mom. You like the premise from the first one when you realize it wasn't Jason in the first movie. It was the mom.
I know. It does have an interesting.
Killing the counselors for neglecting her son, which led to him drowning in her mind. And it's a good movie. And the acting is really good. I'm telling you, man.
Dude, she's a counselor.
Yay, you guys got it. Camp Crystal Lake.
I don't know, like
Camp Crystal Lake is correct. Good job, guys. That's awesome. Okay, ready for the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Who was the director of the iconic horror movie Psycho in 1960?
I know who wrote the book, but I don't know that.
I know.
I read the book. I didn't see the movie.
I don't have a D, so I'm just going to say Al Frey.
Al Hitchcock. Al Hitchcock.
I say cock. Oh, it's a family show.
Al Hitchcock.
What happened to your D?
My D flew off.
Yeah. I have to send him the other laptop I have. I have to send it. I have to mail it to him so he'll have a functioning computer. And I'm going to do that very shortly.
Oh, that's
Then
nice.
he'll have his D back.
Super nice.
Yeah, he'll have his D back. I'm
you
sending
want that
him.
big.
It's been boxed up for
I
like
am a
months.
Who's-
No,
who's
I've had
missing
it
their
boxed
D?
up, ready to mail. But I mean, when you mail a small package to England, it's $188.
Who's getting the small
Wait.
D back?
What?
I'm going to send you the laptop next week.
So you have a dude.
Who? Limey or me?
You, Chance.
Oh, okay. So I have a D.
Yeah. So you
Chances
have a
missing a D. I was getting well
No,
confused.
I
then.
sent him a package that was just random little things I
Dude,
put in a
he's
box.
Cost you? How much would it cost you think to ship that thing to England?
All I got from this was
$188.
someone's missing a D and BBB sending them a small replacement. That's all I'm getting.
I'm sending Chance a
No,
MacBook.
don't say it on the air. Don't
a
say it on the air.
MacBook.
Please, there'll be
Guys,
competition.
we're off topic.
No, I know we've had private conversations. We'll leave it at that.
I'm sending Chance a box.
No, please don't say it on the air. Please don't say it on the
Chance's
air.
package better
Some of
not be
us
bigger
have
than
smaller
mine. That's all
packages
I'm
than
saying.
others.
Please don't say it on the air.
Oh my God.
I'm streaming it.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
go ahead, Chrissy. You can say whatever the hell you want. It's your show.
No, I can't.
Blow
Like,
up,
I
Betty. We'll
respect
do that next week.
everyone on panel. And thank you so much, Wajamin, for the 80,000 subs. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's
thank you.
amazing.
I know. I don't know. It just keeps going. Like I
80,000.
go to sleep and I wake up and I'm like,
You're gonna get the plaque.
I want the silver
one.
play button by
Yeah.
New Year's. That's my goal.
Oh, you'll get there for sure. That's exciting. Congrats.
Thank you. But my mission is to take a picture with my little nephew, who is my biggest
Aw,
YouTube fan,
my
with
little
the silver
boy.
play button. And then what I'd like to do is I'll get us backstage, all the people that helped me get here. And then I want to go backstage and like take a picture with the silver play button and all of us in like a Brady Bunch boxes.
Oh,
No.
that'd be cute.
I want to do that. Yeah, I want to do that.
Cool.
You'll get
Okay, are
there.
you ready for the next question?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me get ready.
And I just asked about the movie Psycho, right?
Mhm.
right.
Okay. What is the name of the haunted hotel in The Shining in 1980?
Ooh, I don't know that one.
I know.
Someone's
I
typing hard over there.
That's
Hey.
Chance.
I already
Chance.
answered.
No. Is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I thought that
the
was from a different
answer,
movie.
the Overlook Hotel.
What? It's the Bates
Oh.
Motel.
It is the Bates Motel. You're correct. You're correct.
You was messing with me, and it worked. You got a rise out of me.
I've never seen that. She seems
Why I order?
You got a rise out of me on that one.
Well, Chance, sometimes I could be witty.
You sure can. You're a very smart woman
No,
and
that-
person. Doesn't matter your gender.
Thank you.
pretty smart for a girl.
Excuse me.
No, I know it sounded like that. I didn't mean it like that, and that's what came out my damn mouth. You're pretty smart. I didn't mean it like that. That sounded
You're a
stupid.
woman.
Oh, God.
Are you ready, Chance?
I'm ready.
Danny.
Oh God.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That was just terrible.
Yeah.
Totally
TD,
offensive.
stay with me.
Okay,
Don't
gotcha.
leave me with all this testosterone.
Right here.
Leave me.
Call me old fashioned, but women voting? Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
What name? Okay, that was that one. What object is the summon to summon the demon in Hellraiser in 1987?
I don't know. Yeah, what are you talking about? I don't listen. I'll beat you. I'll wrestle you.
What object is used to summon the demon in Hellraiser in 1987?
I'm about to.
You guys can Google it. I don't care.
I said a pin.
No, I don't think you should allow Google in like trivia stuff. I don't think you should allow it, but this is me.
Well, I put it in chat, so it doesn't matter.
Yay.
Oh, yes. Limey. Got it. Limey, a pin cushion. Come on. Really?
All my other answers have been silly because I had no idea. Like
I know, just Chance makes me laugh. He's a pin cushion.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Remember, Chance, it was the puzzle box.
Such a lovely thing.
Never saw that movie.
Oh, you never saw Phantasm? Okay.
Sounds like a porn movie.
It's amazing. So in Scream in 1996, what is the rule about horror movie survival that Randy says?
I forget. Oh, my son would know this off this. I don't even remember.
What is the horror movie that Randy
I'm gonna
says?
type it in chat, right?
Don't have Nookie? Limey.
Hold it. I got it.
I'm not seeing his responses. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm on the wrong page.
Well, he's probably in my chat or somebody else's
Use
chat.
the D key. I don't have a D key. Hang on a second. I got it.
I'll put in yours. BBB.
Help my.
No, his boy.
I think they're talking about Myanmar because they're saying that they're from Myanmar, so it's probably helped my country. But no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No sex,
They've
no
got-
drugs.
Yeah.
I don't have a D key. So I said rugs.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I meant drugs.
Here you go.
Oh, you got a clip.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, never say I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
But you see, I only said my answer because that's one of the things in horror films is if you have Nookie, then you're gonna die. So that's the only reason I put that.
That's what they tell kids so they don't do it.
What is this person
that's
saying?
true.
Help my.
Like you said, Nookie.
I think they meant country, and like I say before, they said that they were from Myanmar. So
Okay, and then the next one is
California.
I know. I have no idea, so I've just been putting answers like that. No clue. Sorry.
Sorry.
Good guess. No, good guess.
Okay, so here's the next one. Which 2017 horror film was directed by Jordan? Is it Peele? And
Jordan Peele.
received critical acclaim for addressing social issues?
I don't know if that's right or not. Oh, that's right. That you're right. Judgment Day, Mike Harper. I think.
What? Judgment Day's in there still talking? Yes,
yes.
Judgment Day is correct. That is the correct answer. Good job, Judgment Day. Very good. That is it. Get out. That's it. Okay. Last question. What type of animals is the killer in Cujo in 1983?
Easy.
What's that? I didn't hear the question.
What type of animal is the killer in Cujo in 1983?
1983.
It's a dog.
I'm surprised you meant scary.
So I put dog.
Oh, it's a Saint
It's
Bernard.
a Saint Bernard.
Oh, you wanted the breed. You wanted the breed. It's obvious it's a dog.
It doesn't matter. Dog works for me.
It wasn't
That
purple, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
A Saint Bernard goes rabid and it gets crazy and it starts just.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. I didn't realize
There's
it
no
was that
Cujo
old.
is a really iconic movie of all time.
I hate
thought
when
it was
people name
more-
their dog Cujo. It's like, no.
Yeah, I thought it was more
Cujo,
recent than that.
like, it's funny because I had this little chihuahua that kept biting everything. And I'm like, just call it Cujo. Because it was like this big. It wasn't a Saint Bernard, but it just bit everything. And I was
Really?
just called Cujo. Yeah. I think it was too much bread or something. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Just,
Sugar.
sure. Yeah. Just you're cute, but stop biting everything.
Right.
Okay, so when you watch a horror movie, what is it about the horror movie that freaks you out the most? For
We
me,
put
it's
it in chat?
psychological.
You want to put in chat?
Yeah. No. You don't have to put in chat anymore. We're not in the.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
I'd say sometimes the anticipation music.
No,
Limey.
Mhm.
Antissa.
Patient.
Rocky Horror.
I think that for me, it's a mental thing. Like with The Hills Have Eyes, like I could totally see like the military bombing like that area, and then like what happened to the people that lived there, and then them just being so warped and mental because of the radiation.
That's kind of like Cloverfield Lane.
fallout.
Have you seen Cloverfield Lane with
No, I
John
haven't.
Goodman? It's really good, but it's really kind of creepy. But it's
I'll
about
have-
nuclear, like the apocalyptic, like nuclear kind of attack.
That stuff bugs me.
Yeah.
So I will watch it though.
John Goodman's great in everything, but he's really good in this. Like really good.
Like The Hills Have Eyes, like even the second one, how it starts out with like a girl pregnant giving birth and like her toenails are like this long because she's been chained to a bed because they've been taking advantage of her and like
I've heard the movie, but no, I never watched it as a kid.
She says it's pretty good. Yeah, so I was just asking my boyfriend.
Scary movie where the guy had pin needles sticking out.
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser.
Mm-hmm.
Hellraiser. Yes, and I love the fact that they're walking around with no skin.
So The Hills Have Eyes. It's like the original was like 1977.
Yeah, and that's the one that freaked me out.
Okay, and then 2006 was the newest one, or the
right. And that one still freaked me out, but the
see.
original always, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like Danny said.
I'm gonna watch a trailer.
The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre is based on a true story.
Oh, for real?
Yes. Chance.
Yeah.
Give us Danny chance. Come on, guys. Help me out here.
Well, you know, there was some killings in Texas, but it wasn't exactly like in the movie. The movie was kind of took what they call dramatic license with that. But actually, there was some basis for The Hills Have Eyes. That was based on a case from Scotland. I think Limey was talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Where these cannibal people in a cave in Scotland was shanghaiing travelers on the highway and taking them to the cave and eating them up. So it kind of really happened there.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a few hundred years
Matter
ago.
of fact, there's a channel on YouTube called the Grim Life Collective, and they actually went to the cave and did a big video thing there. If you want to
Oh, really? Oh. Yeah, it was a few hundred years ago. I think the Sean Beanie, I think is the guy's name in
Keebler,
Scotland.
who are you timing out?
Chance, I think, because she was saying that Chance was spamming his own chat.
Because Keebler said she's going to time you out. Chance.
Why? For what?
I don't know.
She's kidding.
And for blowing her phone up earlier as well. Really?
Wait a second.
So, I think. Oh, gosh. Have any of you guys? I know it's not horror, but it does have a suspense thrill to it. Have any of you guys watched Blacklist? The TV series?
I was talking about that on the show. I made a mistake. James Spader.
Jason Spader is.
Is it James Spader or Jason Spader? I thought it was James
Spader. Jason Spader.
I gotta look that up because I don't think that's correct. James Spader.
Okay, well, I'm wrong.
No, you're fine, but James Spader.
Thank you.
But anyway, I made a mistake.
I thought it was, but no, Blacklist is one of my favorite shows I've ever watched. James series. James, you're right. It is James Spader.
From Boston Legal with Shatner, Denny Crane. And of course, I made a mistake. I said he voiced Ultron, which he did in Avengers. I said Avengers Civil War last night on my live stream about comic books, but it was Avengers Age of Ultron. He played Ultron. I should have known. I hate making mistakes. Enough said.
Wasn't he also one of the characters in like 16 Candles?
No. He was in Endless Love, which I have on DVD, imported DVD. No, he played. That was the first thing he did. That was Tom Cruise's first movie, Endless Love, right here. This is an imported from England DVD. They never released it on DVD or Blu-ray in America, allegedly because Tom Cruise paid money to have it withheld from the market because he's wearing Daisy Duke jean shorts and he looks like a fairy in this movie. He's playing like a minor role. I'm just telling you the story. He looks very much like a sissy in this movie.
So I'm gonna have to head out, but I want to say that I got a lot of good movies on a list that I want to see.
Okay. So we'll continue next week.
Yeah.
TV.
And another movie
we'll get it all together.
Did anyone ever see Shutter Island with Leo DiCaprio? Is it good?
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
So
what's
Endless Love?
Is that a horror movie?
With Tom Cruise. And
Tom Cruise
I don't know if it's
Daisy
true or
Show.
not. But they say it's because he didn't like the way he looked in that movie. I should put it.
Interesting. Who would think it'd be vain?
He paid to have this song. It was released on VHS.
You probably think this song is about you.
It was released on VHS. Technically.
Clouds in my coffee.
Did you ever see the Family Guy where Stewie was doing steroids, Chrissy, and he was singing, "I've got veins that carry blood all over."
There it is.
Body.
There's Tom Cruise in Endless Love.
Oh,
look.
Well done, Dan.
Like a little.
Hey, look, we don't
Yes,
need
Dan,
that
hold on.
close up. Jeez.
Hold on. Okay,
Oh
good,
wow,
Dan.
that's wow. He looks good.
I think my favorite movie with Tom Cruise is the one with the frogs falling from the sky. It's really Magnolia. Is that it?
Oh yeah, Magnolia.
Yeah.
Magnolia
that's
Skies,
horrible.
I think it is.
You're
Yeah.
good,
Magnolia
Danny.
Skies.
That picture is horrible.
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
It is. He looks like a idiot in that movie.
He
But
always looks like
TD,
an idiot.
I'm a huge
TD.
Top Gun
TD.
fan. I joined the Navy to play volleyball on the beach with people.
Oh my god. What chance?
TD.
What?
As a psychologist,
Yes.
you would not like this movie because it sends a terrible message. This
I think I
guy.
wouldn't like it because
Look at this guy. This is Hewitt. Is the name of this
Is
actor.
he kissing
who's
another
kissing-
guy in that?
No, he's kissing Brooke Shields.
Oh, okay.
But he is basically a stalker, and what's bad about this movie is the stalker wins by stalking her, and he indirectly
Then it is
resulted in her
endless.
character's dad dying, getting run over by a car. He set fire to their house to look like a hero, and then it went wrong.
Things like that happen in real life.
He set a stack of newspapers on fire to try to save the day and look good in the eyes of the family.
Be a martyr.
And, and the house burned to the ground in the movie. It sends a bad message. And then at the end, she goes to him. He's in a ward, and she goes to visit him and stuff. He's like, "You still love me? I know you do."
Well,
And-
that's complicated domestic violence kind of love right there. Yeah.
It just sends a bad message, I think.
Yeah.
But Endless Love, it has a good soundtrack though. Look, I hate when people say that, but
Is it
it's
80s, 90s?
it's in 1981, but it's before 2 years before Risky Business, which really put Tom Cruise on the map. But who did the song Endless Love was Lionel Richie and Diana Ross. They did a duet. My first love. It's a big song. It was like a roller skate song, couple skate song when we were Gen Xers on the roller skating rink. And they had a great soundtrack.
They're the best.
They Kisses on there. I don't think it was originally for that movie, but I was made for loving you. The soundtrack's really good. There's another good duet. There's another good duet between Lionel Richie and Diana Ross, an instrumental version and one with lyrics. And on that album, the album's good.
Yeah,
the soundtrack, but the movie
I'm surprised it didn't get bigger.
I played in the remake. They did a remake of Endless Love, right? Starring this guy from Magic Mike. Not Channing
That's
Tatum.
the second time we brought up Magic Mike.
Oh,
one of them other guys.
He
He played the lead guy, and I played a paramedic. I lied, TD, to do this scene. They said, "Are you a real paramedic?" I said, "You're damn right." And so I had to drive an ambulance in this scene. And I didn't realize it's a push button thing. I'm like, "Where's the damn key?" And they started to figure out this guy isn't legit.
And,
Well, hey,
like,
you
what
gotta fake it
hospital
till you
with?
make it
I've been doing it in
sometimes.
Georgia. I'm working at the hospital. I was lying my ass off.
You're like,
And I was
yeah.
in the thing, and with that main actor who wound up playing Captain Pike in Star Trek in 2009, the Star Trek with Chris Pine as Kirk. I forget the actor's name, but he's the dad and then the slub, and I have to administer oxygen to him after that. It's the scene where the ass sets the house on fire. They remade it.
What were you gonna say? They said like,
And he goes, "Are you a real paramedic?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well,
I
if you're gonna
just
do
got
it,
certified.
if you're gonna do it right," because like I was covering his mouth, like he knew I wasn't
was just trying to
real.
see if you guys knew how to do
Are
it.
you talking about Bruce Greenwood?
Yes, Bruce Greenwood. Thank you, Bruce. He was so nice though, but he's like, Chance, if you're gonna do this, do it right. He's like,
I just learned.
I didn't want to tell myself, right? So it was like
Yeah,
a super like little bit, and they were paying me more and everything. So like, and I had to drive this ambulance many takes at this mansion, like right up front. And when the final edit, you barely saw me, unfortunately. But I mean, like when they shot it, I'm like right there. I'm like telling my friends, I didn't tell them the secrets of the thing, but I'm like, I'll be right there. You never know how something's going to be edited, but I'll never forget that.
You should have probably went to your local ambulance station and said, "Give me a 1 hour crash course."
Yeah, but that's
on
such a
how
hard niche to
act
find.
like an ambulance driver.
An
You are
extra
right,
actor that is
Kristen.
also a paramedic. That's hard to
It was on the fly, like who here has experience? Paramedic? And of course, I raised my hand.
But I'm just saying, like, you should have after that.
Yeah,
you should have went to the local ambulance place.
Yeah,
and
but
been
how
like,
would you know what
"Can you
they're
give
gonna
me
ask
a
for?"
1 hour?
Well, it
give me
was
a 1 hour
you know
crash
what?
course. What happens the most? Give me a 1
He's
hour
right.
crash course.
Chrissy's right because it was a few days. You know, when they made that decision, it wasn't on the set that day.
No,
it was like 2 days before. I could have gotten
So
some.
you could have actually educated yourself prior.
But
But
you
I
wouldn't
did a
know that
great
they're an
job.
ask for that, really.
Listen, not to toot myself in the back. In terms of hitting my marks with the ambulance, that was the hardest thing. I have to
Here's
drive
the
an
champ.
ambulance onto this narrow driveway of a mansion, hit this mark. I nailed it. But before that, I'm like, wait, how do you start it? And the other guy who's next to me is a real paramedic. Goes, when you press the button, of course. And I'm like, oh
Well,
yeah,
that's part of CPR too. If you got CPR certified,
I do have a certificate in that. I am trained
good.
CPR.
So
That's-
I would
Me too.
I would
I
have
am
said,
too.
well, if you're a real guy, swap me places.
Right there, you go. Or be like, I was testing you to see if you knew how to do it.
I had this nasty ass beard, like a full beard in that scene too. Like I don't look at myself. It was just because I just done Anchorman 2, like 15 days on Anchorman as a
I've never seen
newsman.
Anchorman 2.
Anchorman 2, GNN.
I
It's a
haven't
fictional-
seen it either. I'm gonna have to watch it and
it's
look
a
for
take on
Chance.
CNN. They call it GNN, and I'm a news guy in there. And it's supposed to be 1979, and they're like, "You got to grow your facial hair out," and I did. And I had this nasty ass beard, and you'll see if you see that movie, you'll
I'm gonna
see
watch it. That's what I'm gonna put on my list for sure.
Anchorman 2.
But I'm gonna head out, you guys. I will see you next week for sure.
All right. See you later, TD.
I think we're all gonna head out and we're gonna come back. And next week we're gonna talk about the goriest. The gore. Do it again.
Bye, everybody.
Good to see
Bye.
you.
See ya.
So I want to go next week again on the same topic, but I want to get deeper, dive deeper. Why am like I so big?
I did
don't wanna
that.
be big. I
wanted
was
you to
like, yeah, I know you did it because you have the buttons. You're the only one. You and Limey are the only ones that have the buttons, and Limey's shy about the buttons. So I know you
Doesn't
did it.
Sarah, or has she been? I'm sorry.
No, Sarah. Sarah said night night.
Oh yeah.
So next week, I'd like to talk about the goriest and most disturbing.
I wish we could talk about it now. It's a great question.
Okay, go. Go, Chance. Go.
No, I'm going to save it.
Save it.
Saw.
I'm going to save it.
Saw
That's a
to
great-
me. Saw to me was like you have to like physically alter yourself or hurt yourself to survive a challenge, or you have to cut off someone's limb, or you have to cut off your own limb. Saw was a mental. Okay, go, Chance.
No, I want to hear what you got to say. Keep going.
That's what I was saying. Saw.
I think that movie is disgusting. I think there's a lot of copycats. And I'm no proof when it comes to horror movies. I love Stepfather 3. Okay.
Why?
Stepfather 3 starred the actor who was the second John Boy in the Waltons. This guy had the hardest job ever in TV, replacing the original John Boy, Richard Thomas, as John Boy. So flash forward, he did it in the last couple seasons of the Waltons, but he played the stepfather character in Stepfather 3. This was released in 1992 by ATC Entertainment. I've talked about it on my show, The Nostalgic Podblast. There's a very disturbing scene. Okay, his wife, his whole goal is to have a kid. And so he's trying to pregnate this family show. I'm not going to cross that boundary.
Yeah, so he wants to.
The actress who plays his wife in that is Priscilla Barnes, the third blonde in Three's Company. Terry, she played Terry the nurse, just to give a visual of who this actress is. And she was also in Mallrats for Younger People by Kevin Smith, released in 1994. She had 3 nipples, her character in that film. But she played in
Danny makes
3
me laugh.
in between Three's Company seasons 6, 7, and 8, where she played Terry the nurse, and Mallrats from 1994. In the middle of that, in 1992, came Stepfather 3. And she's an innocent girl. She has a son that's in a wheelchair.
Okay,
and
we're going for it,
who
Chance.
plays the second John Boy, there
We're
she is.
going for it,
There's
Chance.
Priscilla Barnes. There's Priscilla Barnes. That's what I'm talking about. There's a scene in this movie. It's so weird. Like it's a sex scene. You don't see anything, no nudity, but you see him in a bed, family show, and he's having sex with her, and it's not loving. It's not affectionate. He's just going, must get you pregnant. Like while he's having sex with her, and she's looking at him all horrified while they're doing the act. And it's just a weird scene. Like you don't see any nudity, but he's going like, because he wants to have a kid. That's this guy's whole mission in this movie. And he's like, must get you pregnant. And she's like horrified looking at him in the scene. It's just a weird little scene that cracked me up. I don't know. I've never seen that in any movie before or since. By the way, while you have me big, there's Fear with Mark Wahlberg I talked about earlier, my Blu-ray collection with Reese Witherspoon. Look at that. And he carves her name in blood in his arm. And he was jacked like he always was. I mean, still is. He's a Catholic too. But good horror movie. I recommend Fear. Good revenge movie. And then there is the Blu-ray of Halloween 2, which I like better than the first one because it had a bigger budget. Universal had taken over the Halloween movies from International, and I just like the hospital setting. But there is a highly recommended movie. A couple more. There's Nightmare in Badham County I talked about earlier. I didn't mention this actress's name yet, Deborah Raffin, who was married to a big-time Hollywood producer-director at the time, and she plays a prisoner. And she and her black lady friend are driving through Alabama. That's where the terror begins. They get stopped on a trumped-up charge, and they wind up going to a lady prison. Here's another recommend: Psycho, the original Psycho movies, Alfred Hitchcock. There's all 4 of them. There are 4 Psycho movies, and Psycho 4, I think, is very underrated because it's the origin of Norman Bates. So you see, and his mom is the reason, according to Psycho 4, why he's so effed up. But you got to see Psycho 4. Olivia Usay plays. And then my last one I want to recommend is Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the remake, the 1978 version, not the original from the 50s. And there was one in the 90s, too, called Body Snatchers, released in 1992 and limited release, or was it 93? 92 or 93. But this is the best one of the lot. Huh?
That's one of the few movies I actually like the remake better.
Me too. And it was good. And look, there's Jeff Goldblum. Go ahead. Yeah,
Nimoy in it, you know?
And it had boobs in it. And it's a PG movie. This girl here, as all right, they get you when you sleep. In this premise, right, Danny Satan? So like when you sleep, they're pod people, they're aliens from outer space, and these pods look like giant watermelon, and they grow, and while you sleep, a duplicate grows. And this actress, Brooke, damn, was that me?
No,
she
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Great movie.
Absolutely loved it.
1978. Remember, and it was creepy on TV, and it
Like
showed a
when they
dog
went in the back of their neck.
Yeah, no, that what?
They went in the back of their neck and like.
Nope. Maybe they did. Wait a minute. Let me think on that. You're never wrong. I shouldn't doubt your
I'm
word.
just saying, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. They went up under their brain and stole.
Yeah, I thought there was an old black and white film where they had like an
It
X
is.
at the base of their
She's
head.
thinking about
It's a remake, like Danny Staten was saying. Huh?
Oh, okay,
she's
because the
thinking
old black
about
and white one
Invaders-
really.
Limey, she's talking about Invaders from Mars.
Yes, I knew she
With
was.
the thing in the back of the neck.
Oh, am I wrong?
It doesn't matter. There's no
Oh,
right
my
or
bad
wrong.
too. I was thinking
Guess what?
same way Chris
I'm
was.
wrong 3 times tonight. I don't care.
No, I was there with you, Chrissy. I was convinced it was the same. I'm sorry.
Like, well, I just remember the body snatchers like going in and like stealing something from their brain and then changing them to other people.
That's Invaders from Mars because they did that.
I think
Okay,
because they've
so
both got invaders in
body
the title, we're
snatchers,
maybe
how did
crossed
they-
that over.
How did they take over the bodies in body snatchers then? Because
They grew them in
They
pods.
grew them out of pods. They look like
Yes.
watermelons. And
I
there were
remember.
hair-like things that
hanging pods. Yes, yes,
Pods.
yes. Okay.
and it was set in San Francisco, the remake, and I loved it. One of the things went wrong, and this guy's dog had his face on it. Remember that? And Kevin McCarthy was the star of the original Body Snatchers, had a cameo in the remake. He goes, "They're coming! They're coming!" Got run over by a car. Like they got him. Remember Danny Staten?
Oh yeah,
He got run over. He goes, "They're coming!"
I like both the Body Snatcher movies, Invasion of the Body Snatchers 1 and 2. I love the black and white one, but I like the remake better because I still am a very big Leonard Nimoy fan.
And it had that iconic shot at the end by this guy who just died, right? Donald Sutherland. And when the aliens spot a fake or a human that hadn't been taken over yet, they go, "Cover your ears, Chrissy, if you're still out there."
And on that note, we'll finish this next week. Oh God!
They make a sound, a terrifying sound. I'm reenacting it, and
dog-
that's how the
my
movie
dog
ends.
was running the house.
That's how the movie ends. You think you, and by the way, in that last shot, you know who? There's a girl, survivor. She's a human. She figured out you can fake the aliens by not showing emotion and just walking amongst them like zombies, like in Walking Dead. And she goes, "Just don't show emotion." She goes up to this guy later in the movie, played by Donald Sutherland, and he'd already been taken over. She didn't know it, and she's like, she looks at him and she smiles, and then he points at her and goes, "I won't do it again." But he went, and then it closes in and it goes fades to black, close up his nose and his mouth. He's pointing at her. So he got taken over. That was the big shocking ending. And she's screaming. And that's Angela
I
Cartwright's
remember that.
older sister, Penny Robinson, Lost in
Yeah,
Space.
I remember that now.
But the girl she had a great reaction. She sold it. She's going, "No!" Like she couldn't believe he got taken over. And that is, what is her name? Not Angela Cartwright. Veronica Cartwright, who did a Twilight Zone, original Twilight Zone, I Sing the Body Electric. And she was an Alien, the first Alien movie. And she was in, before that, in 1964, the first season, or 2 seasons, at least the first, of Daniel Boone. Daniel Boone was a man. Yes, a big man. She was one of the kid actors in that. And she's the older sister of Angela Cartwright, Penny Robinson from Lost in Space. And Angela Cartwright was in the Danny Thomas Show and talked about this movie earlier, The Sound of Music. She was one of the Von Trapp kids, Van Trapp kids. But Angela, older sister, had that great reveal scene at the end of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And that's all
I
I'm gonna say
remember
about
that. Like she was just like the movie ended with her like,
Yeah, and she had like kind of a perm, right? And like her style, and she's like,
so
she could good screamer, Veronica Cartwright. Good actor.
What was the movie? I've got to look this up. Hold on, let me Google it. It's you might know it, so I might ask you guys, and you could probably give me the answer before Google. But Sandra Bullock, and they had to be stealthy, quiet, silence. because there were alien creatures, and so she's walking and they're trying to like get down the path, but they had to be stealthy quiet, and her son dropped a toy that had batteries in it, and the toy was like blah blah blah, and all of a sudden this creature just like sucked up her like 3-year-old son in front of her face, and she grabbed her daughter and just was like they had to be super quiet. So she's giving birth in the basement, and she can't make a noise because these creatures can hear, and they're programmed to attack on sound. So I think the movie is called Silence.
I've never seen it. Sounds pretty cool.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I need to get her autograph. Sandra Bullock.
What was that, Danny?
Gravity, and she made one called The Bird Box.
No, it's called Silence. I'm pretty sure it's called Silence. It's Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock in Silence?
Yeah, Bullock.
Can I say something? Sandra Bullock, first thing she ever did of prominence was a second Bionic Woman and $6 Million Man TV reunion movie in 1989. And she was going to play, it was going to attempt to spin off the Bionic girl, and she was a gymnast. Anyway, I have a picture signed by Lindsay Wagner, the Bionic Woman, and Richard Anderson, who's dead. So he's actually rarer than Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock's still alive. And it's a publicity shot. I could get it to another room, and I got to get her signature. But Sandra Bullock's never hit that level where she's done conventions or autograph shows or anything like that. She's not quite done that yet in her career, and I hope she does, because I got to get that thing signed.
Oh my God, I love Sandra Bullock. She's one of my favorites.
It's
Why
before
I keep getting Bird Box.
What was the damn movie with the bus? The first one that put her on the map, 1994.
Speed.
I like, before that, I like going with kind of similar Cliffhanger with Stallone and the girl in the scope ad I just featured from 1988, Turner. That's it, Janine Turner. She was the sex object in that film. Cliffhanger, but I digress. I'm going to get that autograph.
I am apologizing right now. It's called Bird Box.
Bird Fox.
It's called Bird Box.
Yeah, I did think that might be the one you meant. I think it's based on Silence or something.
I haven't seen that movie, but
maybe why you got mixed up.
Danny, it's amazing. This movie, she literally is pregnant and giving birth, and she's trying to stay quiet, and she's coming down the stairs into the basement so that she could get into a place that's hunkered down, and her husband and their kids are all out in the field collecting things for them to live, and she steps on a nail that's sticking up, and she screams, and all of a sudden she's surrounded by these creatures, and she's trying to give birth, and she's like, oh my God.
I honestly, I hate to say it, but I'm not a real big Sandra Bullock fan. I haven't seen many of her movies. The last movie I saw with her in it had Sylvester Stallone and her, and she was trying to wipe her butt with a seashell.
Gross. Would you please, Danny, give me just this much respect and watch Bird Box?
I'll check it out if I get a chance.
Yeah.
But like I said, the last movie I saw with her was the one with Sylvester Stallone, and they in the future and wiping their butts with shells. I can't remember the name of it.
Chance looks mad.
I was acting. I know.
Chance is acting. He's an
Scary.
actor.
I was doing it. I'm glad you noticed. Thank you for being so astute. I was kidding.
And I love your T-shirt, Chance. I'm gonna keep saying
I really
it.
like that shirt as well. Honestly,
I love that T-shirt.
I love it.
We should all
Give
wear
love,
Halloween shirts.
That's so good.
Up until Halloween, we should wear
Ooh.
festival Halloween shirts.
This is the picture I got to get Sandra Bullock to sign one day. Because look,
Mm.
Richard Anderson, who's dead, signed that.
Yeah.
In 2005. Then I brought this to 06 to meet Lindsay for the first convention she ever did in Tampa, Florida. Met Richard in 05 in North Carolina, Charlotte, at the Western Film Fair. I got to get her the trifecta. I've got to get Sandra Bullock to sign this thing because Lindsay's a hard one to get. he's the hardest one of all because he's no longer with us, unfortunately. I got a bunch of Richard Anderson autographs. One of my favorite actors, very underrated.
Right.
I love him in the $6 Million Man. He was always so pessimistic, and the actor would mispronounce common words like Soviet Union. He called it the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
And he said, in The Last Fugitive, the highest rated show for years, The Final Fugitive, he said, "What are you, some sort of a sadist, Lieutenant Gerard?" Instead of sadist, he said sadist, and no one checked that, right? And
yeah,
one of the highest rated shows of all time. And but I liked his character. This is the writers. It's not him as an actor. But Steve Austin had proven himself, Colonel Steve Austin, the $6 Million Man, as a very efficient agent. And there would be times, a couple times at least, where something went wrong, and Richard Anderson, as Oscar Goldman, the boss, the chief head guy of the OSI, Office of Scientific Intelligence, U.S. government, would say to like Rudy Wells, who made Steve Austin Bionic or whoever he's talking to, and he goes, "How's Steve doing?" He goes, he'd be like, "He blew it." You know, like so pessimistic. I love that. And he calls Steve Austin pal. I love that. That was endearing. He go, "Pal." And one of his lines, Oscar Goldman, he was on The $6 Million Man and The Bionic Woman as that character. He had 2 paychecks for a long time. He would say, let me say it right. I love this line. He said it a lot. He goes, "Pal, you can't win them all, but it hurts when you lose the big one." I can't do it like he did, but that was the line. He said, "You can't win them all, but it hurts when you lose the big one." He said it so eloquently. And I even like when he said, mispronounced a word. He was such a good actor. And I love when he said he blew it. You know, like it's like have confidence in your boy, Colonel Steve Austin. How many missions has he successfully completed for you? And he would say, he blew it. Like he said, that was a couple, at least 2 or 3 episodes. It just cracks me up. It's a minor thing. But I'm like, why is this guy such an ass about his boy, Steve Austin? He blew it. This cracks me up. Sorry. We're talking about horror movies. Danny Staton's probably pulled his last hair out by now.
No.
And then some.
I just think like we're all good. So are you guys ready to wrap up and say peace, good night? Let's continue this next week. Yeah.
Indeed.
Hey. Can I show
And
you?
next week I'll tell y'all about Motel Hell.
You know,
Hell.
Hell. Oh, good movie. Oh, that's a creepy ass low budget horror movie. It's that 06 event.
Go ahead, Chance.
There, look, she signed this TV guide for me.
Nice.
Who is that?
I got a picture with her. I look like a dumbass, like a kitchen witch. This is 2006. She looks great. I
should have leaned in and like pulled her close.
I tried to get with her, and let me tell you, there was Chrissy. Don't go away. Quick story. There was an auction between her and Richard Anderson. We played Oscar Goldman. Talked about him a minute ago. There was an auction to have lunch with these actors for charity.
Yeah.
And he got more than she did. 2 gay guys paid over $6,000 or over between $5,000 and $6,000 just to have lunch, a 1-hour lunch with Richard Anderson. She also sold just under that, maybe $4,200 to have lunch with a girl. And I'll never forget this. After the convention was over in Tampa, Florida, we're going back in our shuttle to the airport. And this girl who won the lunch with Lindsay got to stay in her hotel room, I think overnight. Lindsay, this is not a lesbian thing. I'm not saying, don't misunderstand. Something wild happened in that hotel because the girl who won that or paid to have that lunch with Lindsay said, "Oh my God." On the way to she goes, I lost this. This is an 06. It was before the iPhone, right? It was digital cameras and stuff. She goes, "Oh my God, I can't find my camera. I can't find my camera. This is not good, not good, not good." Like she was panicking. Like, "Oh my God, I can't get," like she literally said out loud, you know, "These pictures can't get out." You know, so I don't know what happened. I don't think it was of a sexual nature. Don't misunderstand, but who knows what was going on? I thought that was really funny. I mean, not funny. I mean, curious. Like, God, what happened to the pictures? What happened? What is she referring to? But she was really, really having a panic attack going to that airport realizing, oh my God, I don't have my camera. And she had just, like, it was the day after she got to stay in Lizzie's hotel room, I guess overnight or partied or something.
Wow.
I think that's interesting. I saw it.
Chance.
Mhm.
I love. Cheers.
Cheers, leader.
Cheers. All right. Are you guys ready to wrap up tonight so that we can continue? Next week, we're going to have all the gore and the most horrifying, like, song of your own arms.
Thank God I did this show with two. I love these guys, but they're two wet noodles. Al Hardy and Tom Williams. they like the old school horror. Like they're just like such like little girls.
Curious.
Horror. They don't like the slasher, and that's fine. Like they were like, let's not talk so much about the slasher. We did this on the radio, 50,000 watt station WTZA. In 2020 on the radio, and before that on the Podblast, just before we got on the radio. And they were, and nothing against them. I sound like a real jerk, you know, and they're our good buddies.
You don't.
But it's nice. It's refreshing, Chrissy. We can talk about the blood and the gut and the effects.
I want to get gory.
Because I was held back a little bit by these guys before when we talked about a 2-part. We did a 2-week 2-part on the radio, best horror movies of all time shows. And I couldn't really talk about the stuff I like.
Danny?
Yes.
Oh, he's still there. Okay.
I'm here.
Danny, are you okay with the hack 'em, slash 'em, gore next week?
That's my favorite kind of movies.
Oh, okay. So bring it all. Bring it to the table. Let's
like
go.
I said, I'll tell you all about Motel Hell next week.
Okay. What's that?
Cool.
Killer Fish.
Oh, Killer Fish Lee Majors.
Killer Fish.
And Piranha that it was a ripoff of. I love Piranha.
Piranha
Humanoids from the Deep. Hey, Danny Staten, Humanoids from the Deep. Or Limey. You ever heard of that movie, y'all?
What's that?
I love
Humanoids from the Deep.
Humanoids from the Deep.
Yes.
No.
Next week, man.
Next week. You're right.
No,
Okay,
yeah.
look, I can tell you right
3
now.
hours and a half.
I went to jump into my pool at night one night, and there was a leaf at the bottom of it, and all I could think about was the Piranha movie, and I got out of the pool so fast.
Gotcha.
We have piranha at the Georgia Aquarium. I just stare at them. They're so still. They're waiting to attack. The real piranha.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
off.
So, everyone, we love you. Thank you so much for joining us. We're appreciative that you're here. Next week, we're going to get deep into the guts and gore. We're going guts and gore.
Friendly, right, girl? We'll keep it family friendly, right? No cuss words, no.
Yeah.
Right. Because
Absolutely.
at least in the Friday the 13th universe, if you smoke a weed or have sex, you're freaking dead.
Yeah. And there are some other things that I found that people say, but I'm not going to say it. Like, I'll let other people come up on panel and say it. I'm not going to say it.
I should save it for next week, but I didn't like in Friday the 13th Part 2, they showed a guy in a wheelchair getting killed, and he got a machete in the face. And I didn't like that. You know, I felt bad because I like Andy. I don't know. I didn't like it.
Well, then if you think about The Hills Have Eyes, the guys in the wheelchairs were the ones that were the weird ones killing people.
Good. That's fine, but I don't like seeing handicapped people get killed.
No, I don't either. I don't either.
Just women and children.
Yeah.
Okay,
look. I personally think a life is a life, whether it's man, woman, whatever you claim to be, whatever you are. Be your own individual. I love you. Just be you. Don't be anybody else, because only you can matter. And then that's it. Like, we're good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Individuals are individuals. So
yeah.
Okay. Limey, I love you being a vampire with your peas and ketchup. That's amazing. Danny. Okay, we're coming back next week with the gore and the core. All right.
I love that.
The gore and the core.
I love that. So original, man.
We're coming. We're coming, Chance. Do your homework for the week. We're coming back with the gore and the core. Chance,
I didn't tell you
that.
next week. I hope I can be here.
Chance, you better be here. And I love that
know.
t-shirt.
I just remembered something. All right. Well, let's go. I don't have to. You went on a strong note. I didn't mean to. Like.
Out in the country where the fields are wide, brain benders got that wisdom all right. From the dusty trails to the city lights, the drop of knowledge mixing wrong and right. Got the cowboy hat with a digital twist. Bring a line that you can't resist.
That's right. We're your pal.
World of questions, they're connecting all the dots. Country house with a rap beat drop. Brain benders standing out of one stop. From the patch to the screen, they're rocking mysteries like you never seen.
Y'all come back in.
Style, brain benders got the facts on down. From the deep woods to the city streets, the blend of the old with the new beats.
I'm sorry.
Got the knowledge flowing like a river through the pines with a twist of rap that'll blow your mind. In the land where the country meets the tech, they're the ones you want to check. Country house with a rap beat drop. Brain benders, baby, y'all don't want to stop. From the ranch to